Are you nervous?
You guys nervous?
No.
Never been nervous for anything.
You're not nervous.
Shit, seems like you're nervous.
I'm a bit intimidated that I'm facing you.
You both find me very intimidating, don't you? For some reason.
Because I've never seen you smile.
He doesn't.
That's
smile.
bullshit.
I swear to I cannot recall seeing
you might
smile.
not have made
I
me-
walk
you
in and
mustn't
Tom
have made me
gets up
laugh.
and gives me a heart. That's why I'm scared, because it's like I'm meant to be bringing in laughs to earn you money. There we go. There's one that's just showing teeth. And I'm not doing that.
Not
so
yet,
when
no.
we leave, you probably go, these cunts don't even make me laugh.
Well,
They're
he
gonna make
doesn't.
me
Listen,
zero
I will
dollars.
say-
There's a line in the sand, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, there's time, like, the clock's ticking.
Yeah. What's our cutoff?
Oh, listen, I mean, it's probably better not to give you that.
Yeah.
I don't want to, it'd be like someone telling you the day you're going to die.
Yeah, you don't want to know that.
So should have I not gone out and bought a new
Well,
today?
mate.
Listen, I
cheapest
raised an
watch you could
eyebrow to
find.
Tom when you started
oh,
showing.
yeah, okay. Oh, he's doing. But in fairness, Eddie should have got up and greeted you, because I get up and give you hugs every time.
All the
you come.
time.
With a big old smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie's a bit like fucking emotional.
Dialed in. I was dialed in.
Yeah. Well, you dialed in a lot. It's credit to you.
Thanks, mate.
Are we on or what's happening?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Are we
Just roll.
recording?
I
Have
think
you
we've
hit
just
record
already
this time,
started.
Kyle?
Yeah,
But you're also making out like I've never given you a hug, which is complete
You
bullshit.
have.
Yeah,
have given
many
me a hug.
times.
I
Drunk
think you may
hugs
have been
don't count.
intoxicated.
Drunk hugs
Bullshit.
don't count.
What,
Yeah.
we've never hugged in here? That's a straight up lie.
I don't know. I would believe it. He's
That's
emotionally
that's a
repressed.
can't
He doesn't
say.
sing. He doesn't
Like,
listen to music. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a fucking huge red
I don't
flag.
listen to music.
he doesn't listen to music. He doesn't sing.
What
I've
do you
never
I
seen
don't
him
sing.
sing.
I sing. I
haven't
try
heard-
to.
I haven't heard him sing. You know.
Mate, we invented that fucking great game on a bender where you have to go around a circle and sing your absolute
Yeah, no, but
heart
that's
out.
that's a
That's a
game.
good game.
That is a good game.
And if you
But-
don't, and you can always tell, then you have to start again.
Yeah, you
And
better
what song do
flee.
you choose? What do you
Where
go
we'll
to?
come up with like a chorus that everyone knows,
Yeah, okay. So it's a
and then you have to
sing-along.
go around and you have you have to go
everyone sings the
individually.
same song. But
Individually.
Okay.
And if you don't give it your absolute
But I'm
all,
talking
like
about-
I'm talking about
That's
singing, I'm
really
talking about
funny.
singing from the bottom of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
soul, then you have to start again.
But I'm just more like for you know,
Fuck.
driving around, singing along. You know. The only time I heard him sing, we were driving back from a podcast the other day, and he just broke out of nowhere. Where literally he's in the car, and he just out there, he goes,
What was that?
"Puff the Magic Dragon."
One of the
And I was
greatest
like,
songs of all
"By
time.
the sea."
Dude, it came out of nowhere.
Such a good
I was
song.
like, what the fuck was that? I haven't heard you sing
I
in
loved it.
fucking 20 years. I loved it too. It was one of
loved
the
it.
great moments.
That was my favourite song as a kid, Puff.
Oh, great song.
And then I grew up puffing the Magic Dragon for quite a bit, and now I'm retired.
Oh, you retired?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years.
Good on
Why'd you roll your eyes?
Yeah.
Just because it's just, I'm sick of hearing about it.
You have said nothing.
You're sick of hearing about his like turning
Amazing,
turning his
turning my
life
life
around.
Turning his life around.
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Well, no, I'm not going to be
Inspirational.
negative. We're going to be positive.
Well, it's hard now to continue.
No,
hard to go
wait,
past.
It's hard to.
But
I
I know you're trying to be
gone.
positive, but all I'm getting from you is
negative.
Because
severe
it's forced
negativity.
positivity is a
I'm
tough
surprised
thing.
Pat's not scared of you. You know what I mean? Like in terms of
I'm a bit intimidated.
Yeah.
No.
because you're not really friendly.
No,
to
we're
women.
not physically.
What?
I'm not physically
friendly to you.
intimidated.
I
To
walked
me-
in here and asked how your fucking Father's Day
No,
was. Do you
no,
think
no.
I gave
I
a single
fucking asked
shit?
how his Father's Day was.
Yeah, that's true. You both. Did
I
it too.
fucking
Oh,
did
you did as well.
first.
Yeah. It was good, by the way. Thanks,
And you got tie-dye socks, which you're not wearing, so
no,
that's not
I
very
was told I'm not
nice.
allowed to wear them outside the house.
Oh, what a shit
Why?
pair
My
of socks
daughter.
then.
What do you mean?
She said you can't wear them in the house, which look wasn't the worst.
Are they like
fucking-
rainbow? You a homophobe?
I'm definitely not a homophobe. I resent that statement sitting across from one of the great gays of our time. But
Wow.
That's a huge
I'll
compliment.
take
actually.
that.
But no, she was just like, she just only wants me to wear them as house socks. I'm like, that works out well for me because I'm not a huge tie-dye
Yeah,
outside of
yeah.
the house guy.
Well, you know what?
Or did you plant that in her mind? To
Could
be like,
not have-
I should just wear these at home.
I was
you
about
know,
to
you're
wear
very,
these.
you're very
Great
conscious of how
bedroom
you look.
socks.
I was
aren't
about
they?
to leave the house. We were up early. We were about to go get food for lunch, and I was about to wear them. She goes, "Dad, take them off." I went, "All right."
Like
sweet."
we were up at Magic Round, right? And this fan came up. She came to our show 10:30 in the morning at Macca's
hell.
underneath a fucking overpass
I
on Sunday
did
morning.
see that,
It was
yeah.
It was fun. It was a weird environment, right? Because
We were worried no one would
We
turn
were
up.
worried no one turned up. It wasn't like it was out the front of the Cax.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
oh, you get
yeah.
foot traffic. It was a big lift getting there.
Third day of Magic Round too.
And this group of lovely chirpy girls came down and they were so pumped to meet us. We had a great time. And this girl made us these little like bracelets.
Taylor
right?
Swifty
Oh,
friendship
Taylor
Swift
Swift
I
bracelet.
love
bracelets.
them.
And I'm like, and she goes, oh, please wear it up. I'm like, 100% I'll put it on. And Tom's like, I'm not wearing that shit.
I didn't know wearing
not
that
wearing
fucking
that.
shit. Hold on, hold on.
That's
And he would not put it on. Hold on.
And he would not put it
Hold
on.
on.
Sad,
Again,
mate.
you don't need to lie. I didn't put it on because I hate them. But I didn't say no. I didn't say, oh, no. I think I put it on when she gave it to me.
And you took it straight off.
I just peeled it off like immediately.
Well, she would have been looking on stage. She would have been looking for it.
No, it wasn't on stage. It was afterwards. It was afterwards. I just don't.
Like,
firstly,
you could have just worn it for a
there's
sec.
a couple of things here. Just let me. Firstly, I really hate the fashion trend of like fucking Taylor Swifty friendship bracelets. It just annoys me.
I thought it was nice.
It's so obviously a trend of the moment, and that pisses me off. Again, I've got my own weird tics here. I hate hair elastics. I hate shit around your wrist. I like watches, but like I just don't. So like when it was given to me, I was just like, thank you so much. It's so lovely. It had like Manly written on it, and everything was really
all the
nice.
effort.
Mate,
It was really
hours
sweet.
of effort. And
It was
he's like,
really
not wearing
sweet.
it.
I wasn't going to be able to
people who've
convey
given
to
you your
her that
dream
I
job.
I can't wear shit like that. I just can't do it. If my daughter
what
made
would you
one for
rather?
me,
But you could have.
if my
You could
daughter
have just
made
put
one
it on.
for me, it'd be the same thing.
See, I reckon that's heavy and a really etch way to
Yeah,
live.
it is, but I can't
It's
help
way
it.
to live.
Way to live. It's just not a way of life.
No, I know, but I can't help it.
Fuck, that poor girl.
Well, can I say something that happened yesterday night? That to me, not yesterday night, on Saturday night, that really, it was actually a massive kind of earth-shattering moment for me. Have we started the pod? Should I
Yeah.
just-
The pod's been rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay, yeah, we have an intro.
We've already
I'll,
asked that
I'll
as well.
intro after this. All right, so what was said? What snarky comment?
I missed that.
Say it to my face.
I said we've already asked Kyle that. So you obviously weren't paying
Yeah,
attention.
you weren't listening.
I fucking was, but Kyle was fucking not nodding and shit. Anyway,
Fucking hell, you're just shooing everything to everyone. today.
so I went to the 7-Eleven. It was about 12:30 at night, right? It was after a night out. I'd been drinking a little bit. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, oh, you make the TikToks? I said, hey, mate, nice to meet you. And he goes, can you follow me on Instagram?
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my
And I
God.
said, I thought it was a funny joke. I went, get fucked, cunt.
Yeah, man.
Like that. And he did not laugh at all. And he went, what do you mean? And I was like, fuck no, I'm not following you. And then he was like, why?
Oh,
And then I was like, oh no. And then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just can't because
What do you mean?
you should have just followed him.
No, I panicked.
Did you
and I
just
was
say to follow him? You wouldn't even wear the fucking bracelet.
Well, one's way easier.
And he's
Follow
following
him,
by
leave the room,
phone.
unfollow him.
That's way etcher.
Yeah,
follow
and then
him.
guess what?
You'll never know if
Putting
you
a
took the bracelet off.
And then he goes, wait. Oh,
She
shit.
didn't know I wasn't wearing the bracelet.
Exactly. So that's way less etch than actively going
Following and
unfollow.
unfollow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then, and then he goes, and then I start leaving because he's like, wait, get back here. And I was just like, I'm not on someone's beck and call. I'm not going back there. He's like, come back. And I'm like, no. And I leave. And then he's like, yeah, nice fucking ego, mate. Good on ya.
Oh.
And it struck me like an arrow to the clit. I was like, holy shit.
Now, can
Yeah.
we get a scenario of what you wanted to do and what you did, please?
What do you mean?
Of how you wanted to react in that moment.
No,
What did you
I
wanna
just kept
say?
walking and I went, oh my God. Like
What
that.
do you wish you did?
I wish I turned around and said, I'll show you ego, mate. And gave him a kiss because he was hot.
But see,
Do you reckon was he flirting or absolutely not?
No way. He was just like,
was he a gay man?
no. A gay man wouldn't talk to someone like that.
But
He was
I
like,
can
get back
see-
here.
Okay,
Oi,
you
come
can-
back here.
I can see though how he would think you have an
Gay
ego
man.
there.
100%. But I thought I
Because you
was
played
joking.
it off like you mad dogged him.
Yeah, but when he was like, follow me back, I was following
It's
me
a
on
weird
Instagram.
question to ask.
I went, get
Get
fucked.
fucked.
I thought he'd laugh. And then we'd walk away. Haha,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
I can see how you would think that.
Asking someone to follow is like one of the great like beta moves of all time.
Oh,
Like,
it's
oi,
fucked.
give me a follow. You're like, what?
Also, how old was
Why?
he?
20.
That's fucking. I can understand like a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
like,
of course,
like,
of course.
follow me. It'll be cool to show my friends.
Yeah, but like an adult.
Yeah, that's
human,
hideous.
Give me a follow, man. Like,
I mean, anyway, I just thought that was a moment. Welcome
you're
to
a
the
dog though.
podcast.
No, but you're a dog.
Yeah, I've got a huge ego.
Yeah. As you
Welcome
should,
to the
mate. You got a
podcast.
huge bank account, huge ego, huge following.
Yeah, dude, you don't mind just blowing
Big
cash,
three.
fucking cancelling holidays to America for no reason.
That was.
He tried to play it off as like, oh, but I rented cars, or I wasn't going to get money back for. I'm like, you cancelling the whole trip costs you more than just going.
I'm not going to I got my money back, and I'm not going to one of the worst countries in the world when the airports are shutting down and we have no idea when they're going to get fixed.
It was a problem
And
for
you got-
one day, and then everything was
No,
back
no,
on.
it wasn't, because if you were online, if you were on TikTok and Instagram, do you know what
okay.
TikTok is?
Yeah, I
TikTok's
do.
a fucking
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
application.
Yeah.
If you were on those, you'd
Are you big on
realize.
TikTok?
Sorry,
You big on TikTok?
1.6 million followers, but that's
Arrogant.
Arrogant. The point is,
There you go.
There's people yelling at fucking poor girls that work at Spirit Airlines. They're going, and it's happening for weeks and weeks and
Didn't
weeks.
your friends go?
Yeah, they went later, but Tom and Tilly.
And was fine. They were fine.
They were
They
waiting
went
a
to
week
Nashville
later.
like
They were fine.
a week or two later.
Yeah.
So you could have gone.
I could have gone with them and not done the
If
trip
you were
that I wanted
poor,
to
would
do.
you have gone? Like, if this was like you couldn't just
No,
wear
because
losses.
No, I would have cut my losses instantly.
Would you?
And you were you.
No, I did it.
backed
I
me.
agreed with you, and he called me and I said the way the airports are, I'm more scared that if old Bill Gates is pulling a prank, and when we're in the air and the airplane
Falls out of the
shuts
sky.
down, then we're all fucking
Old
dead.
Bill
Oh,
Gates.
you.
That's what I would have
That's
been
where your
worried
brain
about.
goes.
Yes.
Bill
That
Gates.
old mate Bill Gates.
Pulling a prank.
Yeah.
He's
He's just
gonna
fucking
crash.
Well, no, not on purpose.
How many planes are in the air in the US at once? Fucking 10,000.
Well, no, when he's flying over there, you got a 14-hour period for Bill Gates just to fucking give you a death wish.
To punk everyone.
See, is Bill that evil or is he?
No,
Planes
he's
don't
evil.
fall
Well,
out
I
of
don't
the
know if he
sky.
would do it to
Is Bill
kill you,
evil?
but
No, he is,
you
but he's
know,
more evil.
there was
He's
something-
like his is
he-
like vaccinating mass like African children with shit that's going wrong.
Just
Like,
keep him down.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
it's just bottom feeders.
Bill Gates being a bottom feeder.
No, but like it's just the way the world works. You got to,
But
What, you take
just-
advantage of the
I think that's what their mindset is.
well, it
It's
seems
almost
that.
like an ecosystem,
well,
that is
which
all-
I don't agree with.
I don't agree with it, but you could argue it's always existed. That's a different
Which
topic.
it is, and Bill's trying to. You should. I don't think you should
Well, I
fuck
wanna-
with it.
I wanna get
but
back
Bill's
to-
trying to.
I
Like
wanna
you
get-
shouldn't alter it. You just let it happen naturally. But I reckon Bill's done something.
So you're saying
I want
Bill's
to get back to
getting
Bill for a second.
yeah.
Do you honestly? Was your advice to your friend Will not to go because there is in your mind, chance that Bill Gates shuts down every plane?
No, I don't think that
pranking
that
well.
Bill would want to crash a plane. But I think Bill maybe pulled a prank and said, "Let's just see what will happen if we shut down computers
And lose billions."
And maybe that affects an aeroplane. And I wasn't going to run that risk. Not that I was getting on.
You
the
weren't going to
plane.
allow your friend to run that
No.
risk.
Thanks,
well, then
Pat. That
without
means a
Will,
lot,
I'm a
bro.
nobody, so I couldn't.
No, that's
you know
not
what I mean?
true
I go
at
back
all.
to
I
fucking-
think
This
you-
was
I
this
think
was
you carried
protect
the show.
yourself.
That's what I
think
think
you
as
do all
well.
right without him.
No, I think
you're
Yeah,
both
but
right.
I
You're
don't
tapping
know.
into my
I'm kind of
insecurities now.
comfortable just being in the
Fuck
chat. You know what I
this.
mean? I'm comfortable being a Jerome Luai and just,
Just winning comps.
Jerome's
Is he the
fucking-
hot one?
winning comps, but
Is Jerome
just,
Luai
just
the
the
hot one?
second man. You
Is
know?
Jer- You're not the second man. Our entire fucking podcast following is girls that literally scissor themselves to you fucking them heavy.
How do you scissor yourself?
That's a good point.
How do you see
can't
one
scissor
flap and the
yourself.
other flap just go? Like,
Yeah.
You just, I could scissor myself right now. I just
Do it.
sit cross-legged and
you
just
know
hump
what a
myself.
scissor is, bro?
You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
You can't scissor yourself. Not with a
Well,
fucking.
welcome to the podcast, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're here with maybe me and Pat in 20 years' time. How old are you guys?
Jeez, that's fucking.
How old do you think we are?
I think you're both early 30s.
We'll just give a number to each.
Well, you're 35.
You knew that. Okay, fuck.
And you're 33.
Bang.
Well done.
Nailed it.
Paying attention.
Pretty good.
So we've got you introduce them because you were. I'm going to embarrass Pat a little
No, I
bit.
did. I listened to them. They know where I listened to these
Big
guys
fan.
before. I did listen, and then
Do you still listen or not now?
no, I reckon I went through a 6-month phase where I listened to you guys probably like consistently.
Not
Because I'm not a podcast guy. Because I work in podcasting.
Wow.
Well, I worked in podcasting. Wow. Like the last thing I'd want to do is go home and listen to more podcasts. And then I went through a
love
6-month phase
podcasts.
of listening to you guys and Bloke in a Bar. But Dan and Kemp, I know, is a great friend of you guys, but I think he hates the Sydney Roosters, so I don't tend to listen much anymore.
Okay, well we don't hate the Sydney Roosters.
You
so-
fucking hate us even more.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, but we always caveat it with that we love the players we at the club.
Yeah. Well, we've got a great roster.
Hate the fans.
Connor Watson, I know, is a...
Can't
Anyway,
hate the fans
point me.
either.
Okay, well then
But
thanks
you
for, the,
got the
thanks,
big-
for thanks for listening for 6 months. Appreciate
Yes.
it.
No, I still
Tell you
occasionally
what,
will
that
throw you
time
guys
when
off.
was your
the
favourite-
favourite
what was your favourite
firing is
episode?
fucking just got shorter.
Favourite episode.
Favourite episode. Yeah.
I'm not lying. You don't trust me.
I'm just
Ep
testing you.
1000 and...
I'm
Ep 500. It was around the Ep 500 stage. That's when I was listening.
That's when you started listening. Oh, it's not too long ago.
That was around. Yeah.
Mania? Is that
No. That was the.
Oh,
one
that
where
was
we
a
had-
sincere episode.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was about Ep 500, and they played video. Here we go. They got maybe Tobler got a compilation,
We're called Hello Sport anyway, you wouldn't. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone said that. But
and they
Well,
actually
I
own.
didn't
they
even
own,
get
They own some of our podcast.
we're
and-
we're business partners. You say we're fucking your bosses.
We are in business together.
We're in business.
Yeah, we're
together.
their puppets.
Where they're...
No,
No.
incorrect.
Yeah.
You are our partners. In
They
business.
write the scripts for every episode
Yeah,
that we
Will's
read
not
off.
even gay. They said
No,
it would
we
be
don't-
they
we
said
Well, we
it would
did
make
it.
it
We
funnier
thought that would
dynamic.
work.
We,
Better
we
if
acknowledge we
Yeah.
thought it would sell at the market.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it does.
It does.
And it does.
He
No
was
one
a
wants to fuck
diversity
me, though.
hire.
Everyone wants to
Yeah.
fucking fuck
You
me.
know, he's a listen.
It works well when you go. Okay,
You want the
Will,
gay
if you're
market.
gay, it covers us off
Gays
on
100%.
hate me.
gay, red hair.
Gays hate
tick.
me.
Yeah. No soul gay.
You so would have bullied rangers at school, eh? I can just
I
see
think
it right
everyone
now.
did.
Yeah, you
though.
did. We did a Ranger roundup.
Yeah, I got Ranger rounded up. It was
What's
awesome.
a Ranger roundup?
Where you round up all the Rangers in the school.
What? You put him into
You
a
know what,
fucking
Jonah
pen
from
or
Tonga?
something?
Yeah, you
and
get
then
the
you know the
two-
two soccer nets.
You
and
close
you lock
them
them in
in.
there and you close it and you cable tie it.
See, that's
And we just locked
That's
all.
funny.
I'll be honest with you, I never did a Ranger
I never
roundup.
did a
Sounds
Ranger
like things are
roundup.
getting pretty grim out there.
I got Ranger rounded up
It's getting
in year
worse.
7.
We
In year
just- yeah,
7.
you just-
you got
like-
Ranger roundup. Were
Yeah.
did that fucking wig you out a bit?
No, I loved it. I was like loving the attention.
But were there Rangers that were wigging out about it?
Oh yeah, there were obviously like
There were
more,
insecure
like-
Rangers who hadn't accepted it yet.
Yeah.
Who you had to kind of, come on, cunt.
Well, I dyed my hair.
You're
getting rounded up, bro.
Yeah.
Would they try run away? You'd have to
Yeah,
send
well,
the quick
some
ones
people would
after
love
them?
it, and it was like a
and
game
you
of
get on the
cat or
back of the
mouse.
like the groundskeeper vehicles, and we'd all be like on a leader, be like, like that. It was crazy.
Would it be funny if you got a runner? Like, we've got a runner.
Yeah, and then they would like it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
they would like it.
they would have
No,
fun
they'd
with
love it, dude.
It's
That
like
was
a
really
game
fun.
of cat or mouse. But then there were a few
Yeah,
like
Will must have loved it.
there
Like,
was
ooh.
one or two you would be like,
I did love it. I'm not gonna lie.
no, it was
fucking
good fun.
hectic.
It was never against anyone's will.
Sounds like a
Well, it
plan.
was.
Well,
Sometimes.
but you just said like a moment
But
ago.
if there was a
that
couple, yeah, but
couple.
you'd take them under your wing and be like, listen, no, it's just a bit of
How
fun.
was
like-
Etch in school? Like, sorry.
Well, he's
No,
a
I
Waverley
wasn't.
dude. Waverley guys were always violent,
wasn't Etch, I was
and they used to
actually
just bash
a
people at
very
house
nice-
parties for no
They
well,
reason.
did.
Thomas Yasmin once scored a winning. Well, not the winning try because we beat you like
Okay, this
60
this is a bullshit story.
No, it's not. My
is.
sister will confirm the story. I know a
She
lot of
was
people.
there.
I know a
This has
lot
been
of
in
people.
fucking Bathurst for fucking 10
I know a
years,
lot of
mate.
people that can confirm the story.
What's your
But
sister
back
doing
when
in
we were at
Bathurst? Okay.
school. Oh, sorry. What were you?
No,
gonna
no,
say?
carry on with the
Wagga
story.
being a vet.
Yeah. We beat Waverley quite comfortably in footy, and Tom Yasmin, who's now drafted at the NFL or some
Drafted.
shit.
Drafted.
Drafted. Scored a try and kind of celebrated at the Waverley
He
fans.
got a hat-trick,
And then
actually.
that night, Pat and his mates were like in a car driving up and down the streets of Bondi looking for him to bash him.
Yeah, that's very Waverley. Did you
Did
find
I,
it?
and then what did I do? Tell me what happened.
Well, that was it.
Because I was on crutches, man. I couldn't walk.
So you were still in the car with the
looking for him to
intention to
bash
do
him.
it.
Were you going to run him over?
No,
Someone was going to get out of the car
that
and
was
bash
bullshit.
him.
We
That
would
would have been
listen.
Waverley.
We
Yeah,
To run some
Waverley.
cunt over.
Yeah, I know.
we would have to jump parties because we
They were never invited
Yeah,
to parties.
because you were all fucking aggro gimps.
We happened
Yes,
to.
yes.
No, just give us a chance.
You used
You
to.
are
No,
love you
give
now.
us a chance.
I
We were
love ya.
aggro because we didn't get invited.
Nah,
The first
bruh.
fight that I ever saw, it was someone that was in your group of mates at the time, not anymore. You weren't there, but all your mates were there at this party, this King Koppel Girls party. I was invited, obviously, as a Scots boy, and we were chatting. And
Finger anyone?
this guy got, did I finger anyone? Oh, let's talk about that. My old finger story. Anyway, so this guy's like, one of Pat's mates is like, you want to buy drugs, mate? And I was
I
like,
was
no
not
thanks.
here, so this
Pat
could be
wasn't
a
there.
huge exaggeration.
No, it's not. He goes, you want to buy pingers? And I was like, no thanks. And he was like, buy pingers. And then this South African exchange student's like, he doesn't fucking want pingers. Pushed Pat's mate. Pat's mate pushes back. Huge brawl ensues. So like that was what you guys
Yeah,
would just
Waverley
jump
guys
parties
were
and-
always-
It was
I-
always like, oh fuck.
How many
yeah.
fights had you been in before the age of like 13?
I haven't been in many fights.
Honestly, like I remember, the first year out of school playing footy with some Waverley boys, and then you'd go like to fucking the pub afterwards, and it was like, I'm actually just glad that these people know who I am, because if they didn't, they might just come and punch you near the fucking pool table because you're there.
A lot of them are from broken homes, the Waverleys.
Okay, I want to move on. It's not true. I haven't been in many fights. I'll defend myself. I'll defend my friends, but I won't
you're a
start a
sweetheart,
fight.
dude. You seem like a really nice guy.
But you are a presence, and I heard that you tried to run someone over with a car.
Did try to run something. We'll go into a part. You know what?
You were looking for him, bruh. That was
No,
the talk of the
oh
town.
my god. We
I
went to
just remembered.
fucking Palm Beach
actually hit
after
him.
that game, so that's wrong.
Okay, no.
This might have been a couple weeks later. We'll go into a party and we might have seen him, and that might have been confrontation.
I
But that
think
night we drove to Palm
Toby-
Beach.
I think Toby or you or someone and I might have text messages like, do you have Tom Yasmin's number?
I know for a fact we went to Palm Beach. I know for a fact.
Okay, well, I'd never heard this before.
Well,
so
agree
this
to
is just-
disagree.
Yeah, listen.
What's this
Sounds like-
fingering story?
Okay, so
finger.
As
back,
long as it's,
back when I was
Keep it.
in the closet, I basically, after a year 8 play that I did, I kissed a girl, right? That happened. We had like
Did
a
you
little
enjoy
kissy
it?
thing. No, I thought it was disgusting and horrible.
No, but at the time you didn't know you were gay, so you must have liked it.
When did you
No,
know
I
you were
didn't like
gay?
it. I was like 17.
Did you? So
Took
you didn't?
ages.
You didn't know?
I would wank to guys.
That's pretty
For-
good
I've
telltale
only ever
sign,
wanked-
I reckon.
No, I was wanking a bit to guys since I was like 13. But I always
and that
thought
didn't-
That didn't trigger anything in your
No,
brain,
because I was so suppressed and because I was trying to kiss girls, I was like, oh, well, I'm trying to kiss girls, so it doesn't matter what I wank to.
Right.
And then I was like, wait, nah. If I'm fucking watching this guy get bummed, like, this is
Yeah,
gay.
it sucks.
Anyway,
Only a bit though. Like,
I used to tell this yarn about how I fingered that girl at like the play afters. I used to tell this really graphic story how like we were behind the like bathroom and then like I was fingering her and then like as soon as she grabbed my dick like I nutted everywhere and the joke was like it was embarrassing enough that why would I want to lie about something like that?
He played it perfect. He was like, as soon as she started to give him like a dry hand, he just nutted in like 5 seconds. So it was the perfect amount of like, you're a sick cunt for doing that, but also like, yeah,
this could be true because you're also self-deprecating.
Because if I was just like, then I fingered her and she, as you know, sometimes when
some heroic fuck story.
Yeah, it's like some heroic. Like,
a finger and
she's never nutted so much and she gashed everywhere and then like she passed out from pleasure. Like, it wasn't one of those.
Does anyone, when you came out as gay, were there people in your life who were like, yeah, we saw that coming?
Oh, I've got a recording of it. I could play it right now.
What do you mean?
I've got a recording of my mate, me going, oh, by the way, I'm gay, and him just going, yeah, so-and-so already told me.
But so someone already told you because you told them? So
I told like
your
two
friend
mates and then they just
you?
told everyone, yeah.
But what I think Tom's asking is, were people...
Like if you didn't tell me you were gay right now, I would assume you're gay. Like my gaydar would say you're gay. Not that it's a necessarily good one. I'm just saying like I would say you're gay. Definitely not by the way you dress, but just generally.
Rainbow shirt.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I don't think you dress gay.
Thanks.
You dress poorly. But but
that's true. Okay. Well, I can speak from experience.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, did you think he was gay?
When I found out, my exact reaction was I wasn't shocked either way. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
But you weren't like expecting.
But I was just like, oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, if he never came out gay, I'd be like, oh yeah, he's not gay. When I found out he was gay, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
But equally, you could also argue that there was a strong party that thought he was gay because you were like, yeah, that makes sense.
No, because graphically about women.
Like, okay, you didn't. That makes you sound really bad. You didn't speak so graphically about women. Okay. That makes you sound disgusting. When we would like go on holidays and shit, we'd go away with like groups of girls, and like me and Nathan, who's our other friend, is kind of like us three have been friends since we're like 5. We would always talk about like what girl we wanted to get with and stuff like that, and he would really play into the part really well.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
was that always an act? Yeah.
And it's so funny to look back on now.
Not on it.
It's so funny to look back on now. We used to be downstairs all sharing a room and like talking about girls, and he'd say like, oh, I just wish I could like get a heady off this girl.
Would that feel like tiring having to do that? Would you be like
exhausting?
Would you be like, oh fuck, dude, like I'm gonna have these conversations and I fully don't.
Well, you're just laying there going, I just want to
probably rock hard, bro. A room with 2 other blokes.
Okay, well, so you just get rock hard every time you're near a girl.
Yeah, and if they're your mates, you probably don't want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't admit to that.
Yeah, trial cut.
But no, it was easy. And I feel like, this is not a go at all, but I feel like, because without me, you wouldn't know a single gay. And I have do you two know any gays?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Really? And any friends?
Yeah, I wouldn't be close with any gays.
I grew up, we had some of our closest family friends grow up, my parents' friends were gay, so I was just always like...
Wow, I never thought that.
I don't have any, none of my best mates are gay, but I've got friends that are gay.
Butch boys.
Did you just say my boyfriend's gay?
I said I don't have none of my really close mates are gay.
Oh, right.
But I have mates that are gay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be the same. But family friends who are gay, who like we just grew up with.
And have you, and I know like, you know, your audience is going to listen to this, so I'm interested, maybe they know this already, but have you ever had a gay experience, either of you?
No.
I've never had a gay experience.
It sounds like you're about to tell me about a gay experience.
Well, I'll tell you when I knew I wasn't gay.
Okay.
I like this.
For sure. Is when I used to work at David Jones, right? My year out of school, I used to work in the suit department. I wasn't very good at selling suits, but I could sell the shit out of a shirt and cufflinks.
Okay.
And...
very niche specialty.
Well,
yeah, that's
they sold themselves. And
oh, that's real marketing.
That's why I was good at it. And I could crap on about cottons and shit. Fabrics.
Yeah.
And a man came in. I did a great job, might I add, at selling him a couple of shirts. He had a nice experience. It felt like.
Good on you.
And then at the end, I could feel that he was maybe getting.
How old were you?
I was 18.
And he was a bit older.
He would have been like 20s, 30s probably. I can't recall.
That adds
I'm gonna
up
say
with the
I'm gonna
gays.
say
That adds
I'm gonna
up.
say like late 20s, 30s. And he was saying, he's like, oh, you know, we're talking, and then he's lingering around the cash register for like a little bit after the sale. He's like, what time do you finish, Tessie Pop? And I don't know, I'm fucking 5 or something. He's like, all right, oh, you know, well, I might see you later. I'm not thinking about it. And then he comes back at 5 at close.
No.
And he's asking,
No
he's
way.
going, mate, how are you getting home? Do you want me, like, can I drop you home and shit? And I was just like, I was a young, naive kid. I wasn't aware of what was going on really to that point.
Yeah.
And then when I knew that he was officially hitting on me, I'll be honest with you, I didn't feel comfortable. And
Fuck no.
And I wasn't.
No,
and there was not a part of me that was thinking about maybe taking him up on the offer.
Yeah, right. Seeing where this goes.
You know? Like,
But I
just
think
no
that's
part
just
of me
because you are uncomfortable because it's just not the place someone would want to get hit on. It's like I'm at work and some strange guys just come up to me. And
Yeah, you might also feel uncomfortable in that scenario if it's just some fucking chick that you don't want either. But certainly, as a straight dude, you're like, you know. You're like,
You know what?
Well, it adds on to
I'll
it
tell you what
it
I
adds to
do.
it,
because
exactly.
there's a 0% chance.
I did it. I did it actually on Saturday night. I saw this hot guy at Wings and Tins, and I literally went. And there's a video of this which I will get for the you wouldn'ters. And I went up to him and I was like, "Sorry to interrupt. Sorry if this is really weird, but are you gay?" And he was like, "No, I'm straight." I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, blah blah blah." And that was it. And he was fine with it.
Are you? Yeah, but that's like I'm fine.
That's
with
where
that.
I feel for gays.
I'm also
'cause you don't know who else is gay.
I'm also older and fucking more assured of myself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Are you of the belief that all straight men want a little bit of side action? Do you sing
think-
from that hymn sheet?
There's a lot of gays that are like, all the straight men that I fucked, all the people that say they're straight and I fuck husbands and all that. And I'm like, I definitely think there's a side of that, but like, I think sexuality is a spectrum, but I think some people are just 100% straight. Like, it just because it can be a spectrum, it doesn't mean that you can't also be like, I'm 100% gay. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a single part of me that wants to fuck a woman.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just in the same way that most people, if they are straight, wouldn't want to fuck.
And I've got mates who used to get fucked up and hook up with dudes. Like when we were, like, do you know what I mean? Like but they are married, straight guys.
Yeah. See, Pat would argue that they're
Publicly straight.
bisexual.
I would argue they're bisexual, yeah.
Maybe
Because
yeah.
I don't think if you're a straight guy, you can fuck another bloke.
No, not fuck dudes. Not fuck dudes. They weren't fucking dudes. But
Can
I'm with you,
Well,
though.
we talked
Can I tell
when
you
we
someone
talked with
who does?
Courtney Act.
Cody,
She was
sorry,
saying
wait, Coach,
yeah.
could you get us the tequila, please?
when we
Just,
talked
as,
to Courtney
just as a
Act.
reminder, they need a drink to get through our podcast, just to let everybody
Well,
No, we like to have a little tequila
know.
with
They
the
have
yarn.
to drink alcohol to bear us.
Well, you can actually check the records, dear friend, and you'll find pretty quickly that we don't mind a tequila from time
I
to time
know.
when we're enjoying ourselves.
Or a 4 Pines Japanese lager.
It's another sponsor.
Yeah, good to
Yeah,
get that in
last
there. So Courtney Act was saying, in her opinion, that there's a lot more straight men out there. There's a lot more bi men out there than gay men,
Yes. Which
which
I
would
think.
play into like what
Yeah.
you think about him. His
Yeah,
mates
I
hooking
think
up
I
with
just
people.
don't think as a straight. And it's not a bad. It's just like if you fuck a bloke or whatever, you want to do things with a bloke. Maybe you try it, but then if you repeatedly doing it, you're a bisexual.
Yes.
No,
Or gay.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think you
So-
can
Yeah,
But
identify
you cannot,
however you
oh
want.
my god.
Well, but hold on.
Yeah,
if you're
you can
fucking
identify
guys,
as
you're
straight, gay, or bi, generally.
If
Like,
you're
they're the
fucking,
three.
if you're fucking the opposite sex, can
Repetitive-
If you're
consistently-
fucking hooking up, I think that can be. A bit
I
of
think
fun.
hooking up's
Oh
the
look,
same
I've
thing
I've
to
I've
some degree.
like I've
Well,
I've
but
pecked a mate on a bender.
chicks hook up with.
I don't know if
Chicks,
I
I reckon it's different.
Yeah, they're not the. I don't think
reckon all girls are
necessarily
a bit
men and
bi.
women's.
reckon
Men and
all
women's
girls have a
sort
bit
of
of bi in them.
sexuality spectrum is maybe a little less similar.
I just think it's all like all I mean, to label everything so intensely, like as soon
It's
as you
not
have
intense, but it's just like you're fucking the same gender and
no,
the
but
opposite.
you
you're
don't
bi.
need to be like okay, you like Pat Clifton decides that if you do it this many times, you're immediately in this category. It's like there might be
I just
someone
think if
that's
you do
like.
it, full
Yeah, but there
stop.
might be someone that's like, I'm straight. Let me hook up with a guy and see. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe you do it 2 or 3 times, then you go, yep, I can
But as a
confirm I'm
straight guy, I can guarantee that you wouldn't think that as a straight guy.
Yeah. So like,
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm
not once in my
never-
life have I been like I've pecked a mate on a bender and like, I love you, bruh. Sure.
I draw
But
the
I've never
line.
wanted
I
to
draw the
fuck
line
a
at
bloke.
tongue.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's in like a kiss on the
Yeah.
lips for what?
I'll
for
kiss.
the
I'll kiss
boys.
a mate on the lips. Not a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm probably known to be a bit kissy
Yeah.
when I'm having a good time.
Oh,
But I'm not a
You
big
draw the line
tonguer.
at tongue. Yeah.
Well,
I
not
would
a
In
agree.
big
fact,
tongue.
I've
I'd say you're
neg-
not a
in
tonguer.
fact, when I say I'm not a big tonguer, I'm not a tonguer. Full stop.
what about when you tongue your misso? Do you like to tongue? Was that a bit?
We do. We tongue. We tongue.
I guess it's up to him.
No, we tongue, but like we don't. I don't tongue like I'm 19. You know what I mean? I'm not.
You're not making out.
You don't just sit on the couch and make out.
Like no.
Yeah.
I've got to be in the throes of passion to tongue, but I don't tongue. I don't over tongue. I don't tongue like I used to.
So sometimes I like.
You know when you're when you're 19, you're hooking up for
the whole
20
thing's
minutes,
tongue.
like it's
It's
all
all
tongue.
Yeah.
Like no.
I like a lot of tongue in
exhausting.
the throes of passion, and I also like to actually physically suck the tongue or have my tongue sucked. Feels.
I don't
nice.
mind the bottom lip. Little.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Listen, I don't mind a bit of like
But again,
unexpected
I'm
lip
not.
sucking,
But I'm not.
you know?
I'm not sucking my mate's lip.
Let's go deeper.
Let's go deeper.
You know
rim,
what I mean?
rim
I was
work.
just about to say
Nah, stay away from my asshole.
because Pat is
Don't
a
lick mine.
huge.
I'm happy
advocate.
to lick a little, but I'm not.
I don't need it near my bumhole.
Why?
Because my
Has it
asshole's
ever
in a
happened?
nice place.
Has it ever happened?
People have tried to, and I've said no.
So you've never had it? Have you ever had it?
Like this.
Yeah.
You've never had it.
I can't like
can't.
you know if you like jam something down someone's throat, no pun intended. Like there's a gag. There's a gag reflex. Yeah, that's my.
Yeah.
Really? You need to. Honestly, you need to grow up a bit.
Nah, dude. It's because there's a couple of like I don't want to.
I've got a dirty
put
ass.
someone
You gotta
through
try it.
going near my
don't.
asshole.
You see, this
I've
is
gotta
the
go to the
thing.
shower.
Fucking bumhole hair.
No,
shower every day
See,
anyway.
this is the thing. This is the thing.
Different
that's straight-
generation. We don't do butt stuff.
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
not big fucking butt.
As in
Can I-
like.
No, we don't. When I
head
think
show
butt stuff, I'm thinking pegging and shit. I'm
not getting
just
pegged
talking a bit of a
either.
No,
tongue.
that's butt
Would you
stuff.
get pegged?
Fuck no.
I know that there's a lot of straight man mates of mine that like a finger in the ass. I know that. I don't.
But can I just say, I feel like the classic straight scenario to all the straights that don't like it is, oh, I've got a gross asshole, blah, blah, blah. You actually don't. It's just like a normal asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but assholes are gross.
I
In my
disagree.
opinion,
I think
it's okay that you like bum holes.
You're not a big flap guy.
Yeah, you don't
Whereas
like vaginas.
I'm a big fan of
Flaps.
it.
I worship at the altar of flaps. Like you're a.
You should. Okay, I'm going to buy you both cream, and you can just rub it on
Feet-
there, and it gets rid of
feet
any
hair
sort
Yeah,
of
feet
hair.
moose, but I like a bit of hair around my bumhole.
I don't want a prickly
Why?
ass.
Have you
Wicks
ever-
away the sweat. You ever trim your pubes and then your balls start fucking
No,
Well, I
sweating out
did
of
it the other
control?
night, and when I walked, it was hideous.
It's a fucking
But
nightmare.
I'm a
Take
big
your
believer.
eyebrows off and you fucking have water in your eyes constantly. You're a mess.
What?
Eyebrows
Really?
stop your sweat from dripping into your eyes.
Cut your eyebrows
I don't
off
really
and
sweat.
your eyes will be stinging all
Well,
day.
No, but
There
a
we go.
tongue, God's gift to men. That's what I say.
Oh,
And
you
I would
like-
highly recommend
And are you fucking holding your legs over your head?
No, and it's not an everyday occasion. It's
Are you
like,
just
oh,
so-
it's your
So are
birthday.
you,
so
are you,
big.
are you
It's
bent
fucked.
over?
It's like you're getting a heady and you kind of like you know, if you want
That's
to, the
gross.
passage is there, you know?
Oh, you present it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like I will show you the path. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make it swim, Eddie. And I'm showing it a
You
fucking
can lead a horse to
ocean.
water, you can't make
I'm
it rim.
showing it the fucking
Yeah.
Indian Ocean.
And
it's
how-
like, it's up to you if you want to fucking dive in.
Can I? You don't have to.
And I would
answer-
encourage it.
You don't have to answer this question, but you can if you want. How many horses have you led to water, and how many you've drunk?
Seriously, if you got the answer, we'd have to bleep it and end the podcast.
What?
Well, no. Okay, give me a percentage.
No,
Percentage of
I
horses
would
led.
never do it with the random. I've never.
Oh, so it's gotta be someone you know.
If a
Because
random
I
ventures-
imagine you on a one night
Just on a one-night stand.
No. It's always communicate. But I've had people go down there on a one night stand, and I'm just like, okay, if you're going there, then fucking play on.
Right.
But
So
I'm
you
not.
have
I'm not
actually-
presenting it. They've paved their own path.
Sure.
But for me personally, if I'm with someone, and I might recommend it.
Is it sort of like how far up your Maslow's hierarchy of needs is it for you? That's an economic.
It's probably
Economic.
Yeah, that was
it's probably
very-
once every 6 months.
Wow.
You know what I mean? If I had
Sort
it
of
my
like
way,
someone
it'd
who
probably
needs
be a
to kill
fortnightly
someone.
thing.
Yeah,
You know, some sort of-
Dharma-esque.
Yeah, Dharma-esque.
well,
Like, listen,
was Dharma killing it at that sort of clip?
well, I don't know what his kill
I
rate
think his was a little more.
Yeah, it might have been more intense.
More prolific.
But there are some where it's like they may only need to kill every couple of
Before
years.
we get off sex, I want to ask one more question to you two.
Yep.
If everyone in this studio got offered $1 billion each,
Yep.
but everyone has to say yes, we all have an orgy. Are you saying yes or no?
No.
Yeah, I'm
A
saying
bill.
no.
I'm saying no.
I'm saying no. Only because like I just
Your wife-
It's a cheap Billy.
Well, listen. You know what, dude? Let's be honest. It's
Billy.
it's
It
hard
won't
to.
be
It's,
cheap,
I'm not
trust
saying.
me.
I'm not saying you're saying straight out no because it's like it would.
I
completely change-
can guarantee you right now, I'm not fucking you for $1 billion.
No,
Snipe
I'm not
me.
either. But that's the
So-
thing. What,
so
if
for
I'm gonna
no.
fuck every
bill.
single person in here
No,
for
what?
$1 billion,
A bill.
Nah.
I'm not fucking Tom for $1 billion.
No.
No way.
Yeah,
In
no,
my
there's
life
no
now.
way.
Not
$2
doing it.
bill.
No.
Nah.
No.
No,
So
I
there's
agree.
nothing that could make
No,
that
but
happen.
life would
it
not
would
be
ruin
worth
the
living
whole-
after.
yeah.
Comrade, like imagine
It'd
walking
be
in there
weird.
after.
No, dude, I'm fine with
A
that.
sucky.
No.
No,
Because
that's
it would
worse.
ruin, like, it would be like
Mate, there's no Halo Sport. There's no you wouldn't. There's nothing. It's all over.
It's just not. I value the
agree.
friendship.
$1 billion.
But I value the friendship. It'd be weird if we fucked each other.
What would I do? But what would I do with my time? I'd have to go home and be like, Ella, I got $1 billion. I'm shutting down all the businesses.
Question.
I'd mope around the house knowing that Tom fucked me, and I'm just not doing
and then
it.
it'd be like, hey, do you want to catch up with Tom and Steph? And you're like, no, he
your
fucked
memories
me.
are
Why?
erased.
And I'm like, why aren't we friends with Tom anymore? I'm
It's
like,
erased.
because he nutted
the
me,
memory
that's
of it is
why.
erased. So you have to do it, and then literally, as soon as you both nut, boom, you wake up and you don't remember anything.
Well, yeah, I'd do that because that probably could have already happened.
Yeah, that you could argue that.
Okay,
maybe.
but
Except
now
I'm
let's
not a
say-
millionaire.
now let's say-
I must have done it for way less.
Did on the way up. Fucking car rego.
So you would if you forgot about it.
Yeah, well, you've forgotten about it. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
shit.
Okay, now what if
That's
there was
just like a fever
what if
dream.
it had been filmed
No.
and at one random stage
No.
in your life the video will reappear?
No.
Okay.
It's like that Etch episode. Was it Black Mirror where
he
they get
fucks
the
the
politician to fuck the pig?
That's
Bruh.
fucked.
I
That's
thought that
the
was
most
based on
etched.
something like an accusation that like David Cameron, the former PM, of
Yeah, I
England,
think that's
actually
like
fucked
the-
the head of a pig or something.
Is that right?
yeah, there's that's
Allegedly,
He also
Don't
does
sue
it in
us.
The Gentleman. Great movie.
Yes, but then
Great
also
movie.
the gag of the whole thing, the big gag is that she'd actually been released a
Yes.
few hours before he fucked the pig, but because
Yeah.
everyone was so focused on the news that no one realised. And that's the gag. And that's why everyone
Well-
you should pay attention in life.
Yeah.
We've talked about a lot of fucking, so we'll move on. But I'm going to say one name that Cole, this has to be bleeped, who does like getting fucked. I've been told from a source.
Wow.
Yeah, from a night out, just
Well, I would say this.
By men.
I would say this to that.
yeah, by
Assume
man.
so.
I would say this. I would say this. The fact that only one person has come out in the history of the NRL.
Yeah.
That
That
doesn't-
does-
that
And
doesn't
doesn't
man,
add
matter.
up
we
statistically.
hear that shit all the time, where there's
Yeah.
like a different player here or there, and you're like, is it true? Or like,
Some of them have
Mate.
to
Of
be.
course
like, some
they
of them
fucking
wouldn't
do.
be.
There'd have to
Some
be,
of them
like,
has
on the
to
math
be.
alone, there'd have to be how many in the NRL right now?
What's one in
30?
500
Is
or
it one in 8?
100,
Is it-
have to be.
whatever.
What is it?
But-
1 in 8 now or some shit?
I don't think so.
I've looked it up. The statistics are
I don't
very
believe
misleading.
it. I think it's honestly closer to 1 in every 500.
No, I reckon it'd be like, in
Maybe
terms of
100.
people I know, and there'd be people that I know that aren't out, it'd be like 1 in every
20.
60, 70?
I fucking have no idea, to be honest.
Maybe.
No idea.
Well, I'd like to
I'd be
spring-
talking out my ass.
I've got something to
That's a
talk
guess.
about. Now, you guys are at the age where Facebook mums are very like prominent, like that kind of Facebook mum energy. And I was wondering,
Can you, no, hold on, but what's a Facebook mum energy? Is in like people, women
Like
in our
how-
life?
Are you talking
They'll
about my
post-
mum on Facebook?
Or like our wives?
like wives, I'm talking.
Not
Okay,
saying
no.
your wives are, but
No, our wives don't know. How old do you think
mums
we are?
around
Yeah, what are you
your age.
fucking...
No, in the mid. Actually,
No,
maybe.
can't. It's
We
only
don't. No one-
40s.
no one
I think
our
it's
age
more
uses
40s.
No one
I think it's
uses
more 40s and
Facebook.
50s.
No one
Except for
uses-
punters and dribblers.
Are you
Yeah.
talking who they'll post like had a lovely croissant this morning?
Beautiful
caught up with
croissant
Susan?
with
How
my
fucking old do
Tommy.
you think we are, mate?
Is
Mate,
that
what are you
not it?
talking
That's so
about?
your vibe.
That's our mum. Our mums
That's
are
our
like
mums.
that.
Like, and even then, my mum doesn't even go on Facebook. She's an Instagram fiend, my mother.
Is
My
she
mum goes
Instagram
on Facebook,
Reels?
only on Facebook too.
My mum's addicted
keep
to fucking
tabs.
Instagram. She won't admit it.
My mum's good to keep tabs.
So you, because that's why I was wondering. I was going to be like, if like your girl wives.
Wives can't. Facebook
Fucking
mums?
hell.
What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm offended. That's the most offensive thing.
How old are you?
25.
Right.
You're not that much younger.
Yeah,
than
you're not. In the scheme of life, bruh, you're not that young.
We're the same age.
Yeah, well, no, but you'll be 30. You'll be 30 in 5 years, and then you'll start to. You realise then, like only in the last 2 years have fucking people started making like old jokes. Where I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh no! Once you turn 30, dude, you put
Yeah,
in a
but you're not
different
old.
Do you
bracket.
feel 30?
I feel 30.
You know what I mean?
I don't feel 35.
I feel 27.
Okay. Because like when I was like
I feel
14, right? I thought by 25 I'd be like own a house, married
Yeah,
kids.
that's the thing. That's
Mate, your 20s, honest, I would say this, in my opinion. I found my 20s to be fucking loose and fun as fuck, but like riddled with anxiety about what the fuck I was doing.
yeah, mine was.
And I reckon most people I know are of the same opinion. But when you get your
I'm definitely
30s,
riddled with anxiety,
it gets a lot of. I
I
heard
was-
once someone was like, you get to 30 and everything just clicks, and that happened for me.
Yeah, but it does and it doesn't. I think some people it clicks, some people it doesn't. But like my 20s were filled with the same looseness and fucking around. But I wasn't exactly on a path to fucking anything. But I wasn't like, shit.
But that made me anxious.
Yeah, it just didn't make me anxious. I just always naively, but thank God it's worked out. I just always like something will happen.
Yeah, see, I
And
was
did you
anxious
know it
as
would be
fuck.
the podcast?
No, fuck no. We just did that for a bit of fun. I was just like, something will happen.
And at what stage were you like, fucking, this could be it? You know?
3 years ago.
Maybe 2 years ago.
Just go 3 years ago.
Not
Yeah.
that long. Not long.
What happened? Was there a moment?
COVID. Then we were
Well,
growing.
multiple.
Yeah,
Thank
there
God
was a
for
bunch of
COVID,
things.
eh?
Didn't
Sorry,
Anthony
am I allowed to say
Watmouth
that?
fucking
That was
talk a bit of
That was
smack?
the first thing.
There was we was growing.
Getting on Batuta was one.
I always
Den and Camp was
the
one.
fact that anyone gave a fuck made me think that it was good. So like we'd done shit before in the past. Like I'd done a web series before that got good response. So I was like, that was a comedy. So I was like, okay, I trust my comedic sensibilities because people liked what we did. So then if I think something's funny, then I think that I know what's funny. So that's what we did with the podcast. And then people started enjoying it. People started listening. I was like, well, they don't have to fucking listen here. Like, these are people that don't know us. They don't have to keep tuning in.
Yeah.
Then we had these moments where, like, we had Watmo on, who said a bunch of shit, and then that got us, like, a bit more. Then did some stuff with Batuta and that. So I was like, okay, fucking people like it.
There was little ticks along.
There were little ticks
milestones.
along.
But like we always say, when something fun, it might sound really lame to you, and it
'Cause-
is lame. But
I
it's
feel
still.
like that's going to be lame if you got
But
a
it's
pre-ep.
still.
I don't think
but
it's lame. I think it's really cool.
Let's hear it. What is
I think
it?
it's really
Whenever
fucking,
something
it's
funny
gonna
happens,
sound
we
lame
say
now.
it's going to sound lame.
Now he's fucking made it sound lame.
Yeah, here we go. No, you
but
just got to
let's
say it. Let's just say
I'm
it.
gonna say it.
Let's just
It's
say
not
it.
even that
saying
lame,
it.
dude.
Say
You
it.
oversold it.
I've sold it how I want to sell it.
Fucking cuffs
When
over
something
it, just a selling master.
when something cool or good happens or big happens, we just say to each other 30 listens because that's what we had for 3 years.
3 years, like 30. That we had 30.
Oh, that's
We didn't
cool.
have a single word. I'm not talking like 300 and then 30. It was like 30, 29, 28. Like
Oh, that's cool. So that's just like
38.
so you've just
a
got
nice reminder.
Say
We
you
had
had a
that
big brand deal, you'd be like
for
30
years.
listens.
Yeah,
and it's
30
like, fuck,
listens.
so
Wow.
3
not
years.
like
30
1
listens.
year, like ages.
That's I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
30.
Thank you.
Are there any of them still in touch with you? Like, you know
Yeah,
who one of
yeah,
the
there's
30s
few
are?
that
Two of them
listen to
have
every
got.
single
Two of
episode.
them are like honoured. They've
Yeah.
been.
They've been honoured within the community.
So
Right.
if you do something good in the community, or like you buy something, or you
give us
through
something-
access service
Yeah.
to the podcast and the world, you get a baggy green.
There's one just there hanging on that fucking thing.
I don't know whose that is. Oh, that's yours.
One of ours.
Which Saru's going for,
and so there's
isn't he?
two people that have listened to every episode, and they've got one each.
What legends? And then you got some that are just fucked, eh?
What do you mean?
You don't want to say that, do you?
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. You come in here and go, you do. So your like listeners are all like fucking gimps, eh? And we'll sit there and be like, well, that's
Because you've just
said
got
that.
such. Because you've Will's
I've said
got
it.
such.
very. Oi, you go, hey guys, hey, how you going? Oi, I was thinking, right? Like, what do you think? Your like listeners are just a bunch of fucking gimps, hey?
Because
Like,
he's got because he's got this
wow.
preempted thing that
Wow.
straight guys who like footy, whose a big percentage would
Like
be your
your fucking
demographic,
best mate.
like his best friend, hate gays.
Yeah.
He thought when you guys were like, would you be interested in doing a Thursday night live stream? Will goes, bruh, honestly, everyone's just going to be commenting, shut up. FAGG.
Yeah, no,
And I'm
dude.
like, bro, they're not just going to jump on and bag you out
Mate,
for being
there is
gay.
the reality is there are those people exist in the world, which you obviously know, but most fucking people, the vast majority, are not like
We've
that.
got, so it's similar to your You Wouldn't As like Facebook page. We've got ours on Facebook, Punters and Dribblers. And
10 times bigger.
Not that I ever
Not
expected,
similar.
but not that it's similar in the fact that's what it is. But never did I expect anyone in our audience to be fucking homophobic. But there were moments, fuck that fly's getting into its work around here.
It's
There
a
were moments
big
on that page.
page.
It's a
big.
fucking huge one.
It was
So
a big
big
dragonfly.
clip.
if
the
one of
other
us
day.
catches it, first person to catch it, if you guys can catch it,
And
there's
eat
a
it.
cash prize.
And eat it. What's
Yeah.
how much? How much?
Baggy
we talking?
green.
No, you don't get a bag of it.
yeah, you're baggy green.
Give you $100, you can catch it and eat it. But
Me 2
there were
years ago
moments.
would've
There have
been
been moments where on
snapping
that
that.
page where someone's spoken about being gay or like their experience with whether it's homophobia and like the support.
Oh yeah.
Where you
No,
go,
I know,
Where you go,
I
it's
know.
but you know most people don't give a fuck in the sense of don't give a fuck who you are, what you do.
Also, your page, I find a lot of people are very supportive of like you think of the typical male and women's sport as well. They're also very supportive of like if someone shitbags a women's
Yeah.
game or a women ref, everyone's
Yeah,
quick to
there's
most
way-
people
way-
aren't
like,
fuckers.
yeah.
Most
there are
people will
dumbasses.
support those causes as
Yeah.
opposed, but they'll obviously there's one or two cunts that'll say it's shit, but that's
And that's
fucking
what
life.
that's what
That's
you,
everything,
You just
right?
go to
That's life,
work
mate.
on them, bro. Find out everything about them.
You go to you rate the 1.6 and you fucking
Yeah.
work them over.
I've been burned by that community.
I don't know, but you're
not
just
that
straight
That
community.
community is ridiculous to fucking categorize if you've been burnt by say,
Mate,
a
the
handful
majority of
us.
your followers would be the straight.
That's like
community.
me saying I've
That's
been
not
fucked around by a
necessarily
few gays and just fuck the gay community.
I can
It could be
understand
true.
though, but I can also understand
Could be
how
true.
there's a lot more tied into
Allegedly.
your apprehension around being burnt by a community because you had to overcome, I imagine, insecurity about like who you were, and and then if you're burnt when you are being your truer self, and I'm not speaking for you, but like I can empathise with the fact that you might feel a little reticent to like open yourself up to that because you've maybe done it before and been burnt.
Here's my thought. Here's what it is. Ready? I just find it interesting when I see like the kind of, let's say there's like a type of language or like a type of like use of the words. Like here's the classic, right? The classic is like, mate, fuck, my misso's not going to be fucking happy with this. Like that I'm out right now. Like da da da. And I'm like, everyone seems to have adopted the same way of speaking, talking, interests. And I'm like, I wonder how much is genuine and how much is like I'm performing right now.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of because I was performing. Like, I was the one that was doing that for so long. So I can see it so clearly when I'm like, does this person enjoy this scene and environment right now?
But you
or do
could
they
say
feel
that
like
about
they
the
have to
gay
be
community
here?
with like slay and
Of
all that
course.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
completely.
it's just
That's
every
another
community
example.
has like
But I can also tell you-
languages
I
and
think-
things. But I think you have had the worst. So when you personify, I don't even know if that's the fucking word. When you think about straight private schoolboy rugby, right? Scots and a private schoolboy, like that's you kind of experience the pinnacle of that. And that's from where your experiences have come from.
Yeah, like maybe the
But
most
that's kind of
extreme
like
or intense.
that
An all
private
boys
schoolboy come
school.
from money, all boys,
Dude,
rugby. That's kind of
I-
like the worst of it.
I'd also
You know what I
argue that,
mean?
like there's some like it'd be worse environments to come up in than that.
Oh.
Where like real, I'm talking like old school views.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Where
was
it's
so
like,
lucky.
the cities generally speaking are far more progressive.
But also,
100%.
but I reckon even like we've spoken about this before, just in school generally, and I don't think it's a symptom of private school. It's a boys' school. It's maybe just more a symptom of the time where dropping the F-bomb was not weird, and saying something was
fuck no.
gay was not
yeah,
weird at all.
yeah.
And only. Like, and you would see movies of the time, like what was it? Maybe
Mate, the
40-year-old
F
virgin or
word
something.
is like we were talking about this earlier. The F word is such a fucking etch word to say now, but it used to
My
be said.
Facebook memories pop up. It's just in the comments. Like, if someone goes through my Facebook in like year 8, I'm like, shut up, Tom, and it's just normal. And like, I get likes on it and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not,
700
I don't think
likes.
Tom's an F.
Frame it.
People have status
You know, dude.
Dude, wake up. Oh, you should see the
I
fucking Waverley
I used to
yearbook
put hanging
quotes.
out with this
Dude,
and
Steph
then
Curry,
my mate.
former Olympian, the former Olympian, the Wallabies beat someone, and she tweeted like, "Suck shit, you Fs."
Yeah.
She tweeted it. She was a fucking Olympian.
It's
And
just-
everyone's
and
like,
it's not-
Jesus.
yeah.
Waverley
And it's just the way it
yearbooks would
was.
be
It was
It's not saying it's
everywhere.
right, but it was
No,
just.
but that's just what it
was.
was.
100%
It's definitely not
normal.
right.
And
No,
then
it's not right at
And
all,
then you
but-
sort of you for whatever reason, however society sort of catches up, and like you then are like, holy fuck, that was punchy.
Well, I think the gay. Well, I can only imagine the gay community was like, we're sick of this.
You're just
Let's-
texting mid-show over there. Will.
No. I was going to post a TikTok. It's
you just
fine, I'm
fucking
a
mid-
sell.
Oh, mid show.
Yeah, I do it.
But you stop what you're doing and post a TikTok.
No, I wasn't stopping.
What
How
were
do
you
you
going to
post a
post?
TikTok?
It's ready to go. Like
What were you
I
gonna
click
post?
3 buttons.
We'll go. No, post it. Post it.
Because 4:30 is your
I don't
time.
want to stop.
So 4:30 is your time.
Yeah, and it's now 5.
Oh.
So I just go like this,
I
ready?
thought that you just
No,
weren't
do it, do
loving.
it.
what
I
was-
literally
Gee,
go
good
like
to know,
this.
dude. You can give us some TikTok advice. I hate TikTok.
And it's done. See?
What'd you post?
I made fun of this guy. His name's Flynn Martin. I'll say his name.
Oh, this cunt.
Yeah, he's the worst bloke ever. And
Not
basically,
the one.
you
Not
might
the
have
guy
seen
we
it.
were talking about.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
Right,
he's the
yeah.
guy.
Straight, he
and
said
he's
it's
like-
not my fault. I'm a straight white male.
He was like, is it okay to be a straight white man?
I'm like, bruh.
Not a hill to
no, it was
die,
the
dude.
cringest
It's
video
not
I've
even
ever
about a
seen.
hill. It's like the fact that you're even posting
I know,
this
I know.
implies
I
that
know.
your life's pretty. Like, just chill the
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
out, mate.
relax.
I feel bad saying he's the
You know
worst
what I
bloke
mean?
ever, but he is not the best.
I think it sounds like he's a bit tone deaf.
I just think he's like,
No self-awareness.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to make fun of him and
Yeah, that's
profit
fine.
off it.
So you reckon 4:30 is the best time? 4:30 best time to post, eh?
Yeah.
When did you blow up on TikTok?
November 18th, 2020 was
Do you know
my
the first time I
viral
ever
video.
saw you? And I thought you were a
Please.
Fairburn brother. We both did.
Hilarious.
Was when we were.
Yes. Oh, you were
That
dressed
is fucking
fabulously.
Yeah, we're at the Inspired and
yeah,
Unemployed
yeah.
Impractical Jokes. You were wearing like a skirt.
Oh, I was in a skirt.
And,
yeah.
and I was like, holy fuck.
yeah,
I was like, that's one of the fair
That's
ones.
one of
I
the-
go.
I go, I
I
thought
didn't know they were gay.
Yeah. Because you know what fucking happened?
That was a great outfit, the yellow set.
Falcon was like, we're dressing super good. Like, you need to dress super sick. And I was like, fuck, okay, I'll go crazy with it. Everyone's wearing fucking chinos and button-up shirts. I'm just like, I look like a faggot right now. Like,
Nah, but you loved it. You were loving it.
Oh, no, I look back on it and I'm like,
stood
that was
out.
fun.
You did stand out. I was like,
I hated that because I thought everyone else was going to do it. I'm like, this isn't my fucking show. Anyway,
It wasn't like
Now you're like, dude, that's the third Fairburn, brother.
that's hilarious.
That is really funny.
Oh, I hate events.
When did you blow up on TikTok?
November 2020, yeah. And I did like a private schoolboy thanks to the guest speaker. And it was
November
about
2020, you
bashing-
remember the month?
Yeah. I remember
How
really
big did?
well.
What was the change?
I just was posting so much on TikTok and then I was like, oh, this is what I should be posting. And I thought I was going to get in trouble for it because the video was like, guys, I've realized hitting women is not good. Like, you know what I mean? And I thought everyone was going to be like that.
Yeah. You're like blood.
You're one of the most
it works.
perceptive cunts I've ever met in my life.
Well, I had to be because I was like a little meerkat, like studying my environments and knowing what I can and can't say before I get like eaten alive in school. But it kind of benefited. I would love, because I feel like you guys are competitive, so are we. We are going to do like a general knowledge quiz, which is something that we do quite often.
Us versus you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, we have a rule.
Yep.
The only rule is this. So it's first to buzz, but if you buzz, you have literally 2 seconds to answer. So you
Okay.
can't just reserve it and then think about
That's
it.
fair enough.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
can we buzz on? If I buzz, I have to answer.
Yeah.
Or can we
if
answer
you buzz
together,
early, the
though?
Can we
question
buzz?
doesn't...
Can we buzz and confer?
Nah, hey, yeah, but you got 2 seconds to do it.
You can confirm. And also,
Well,
But
hang
you
on.
can buzz and
Well,
you
hang
can
on, are
jump
we
in
on
and
a
Let's
team?
give
answer.
it an actual. We're on a team though, right?
Yeah,
So we need a
he
little
can
bit
buzz,
longer.
but you
No,
can
we
jump
need a little
in.
bit longer.
I think we need more than like.
If we want to
it's got
confer,
you
you
fucking
confer
trivia.
before you buzz.
Well, how the fuck do you confer?
You can be like, oh, I think it might be this. Buzz.
Okay.
Like that.
But we could give away the answer by conferring. You need even more than 2
yeah,
seconds.
that's I don't know.
Let's
Well,
give it 3
but
What
also-
about 10 seconds?
No, hang on a second.
No, but they're making a good point
This
because
is
if
our
we don't know
fucking
the
game
answer
show.
and we need to confer, then
Then
we're
you
buzzing
can't buzz.
for no reason.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
see people getting on telling Eddie how to host the fucking show. This is our game
That's
show.
a great point.
It's
It's
a
your show.
2-second rule.
Well, technically,
We're
it's our
gonna
show.
stick
It's our
with it.
show as well.
Technically, our show.
It's a third round.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
But you could argue that you outvote us,
Yeah, you
technically,
do.
if you agree.
First
But if Will
five.
agrees with us, then you're outvoted.
No, I agree with Pat.
Ah, fuck.
He's my fucking best fucking mate. First to 5.
Yep.
And
Have you
was there
like?
anything else? No.
Are these like?
Are these going to be world questions? Are these
We
going to be
don't
like
know.
fucking,
Kyle
where's
gets
no,
them.
what's no cap mean? Like
Yeah,
shit that
yeah.
I'm
No.
Under
Kyle gets
25
them.
fucking.
This guy, you're going to fucking look after
You
us,
gonna
bro?
fuck us?
Oh, what
Yeah,
the
no, I've
fuck?
got some good ones. Usually they just spring it upon me and then
Normally
I have
the
to find
cunt
them,
gives
but
all
I've prepared
geography.
them.
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't know where the fuck
Space
anything
and shit.
is.
Space. Well, you're in
Also,
trouble with
if
space.
you want to buzz in halfway through the question, you can, but it just means Kyle won't finish the question.
Okay.
Fair enough. Like a proper quiz show.
Was that the puffer that was in your 40?
Nah, different.
Did you put that whole thing in your foreskin?
Ah, yes.
Oh, you got to see it. You got to see it.
Just not that part.
Have you got a big four or big cock?
It's a
big
big,
dick, but
it's a
I
big
get lightheaded
meaty
when I get a
fucking thing.
stiffy.
But he jams it in, like he does jam it all the way
Have
in.
you got a
I imagine
golf
it gets
I don't.
nice
I
and.
don't.
Two golf
I've got
balls.
quite a
Yeah.
normal sized penis, I think.
But I think it's quite wide set, and I reckon when it
Is
gets
it-
hard,
is
that
it-
thing will knock your socks
I think
off.
it would
You
be
got a bit of
bigger
girth?
than the average, but it's not. You're not looking at it going, oh, like you know
It's
what I mean?
not-
It's proportionate to Pat's
Yeah,
body.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like a
No,
horse
no,
cock.
no. It's not a horse
I
cock.
don't have an Adam Elliott.
But it
by
looks
all
like
means.
something where if it got
don't
hard,
call
you'd
you
be,
dong.
you'd
No,
be
no, I've never
formidable.
had tripod. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Nah.
But when
It's
you
not-
go into battle, like you come out a winner, or
Yes.
Yes, that's what I
Yes,
think.
yes. But it's not groundbreaking. You know what I mean? It's
Not
nothing
on
you haven't
the.
seen.
Well, I haven't seen it
but
hard.
you get
though.
dubs. Well,
I'd like to see
exactly.
it.
Well, you
I'd like
can't-
to see it erect.
I could show
Honestly,
you it
you
if you want.
can't-
I've got a
you
photo of it on my phone.
You can't. You're either a
I don't
grower
really
or a
wanna see
show up, right? That's a fact. But it's
I'm neither.
when the whips are cracking.
Yeah. I'm
When
not
you're
far. I'm
hard,
not-
that's
yeah.
when
Yeah,
a
that's
penis
when it
should be
matters.
judged. And
Mine's
Oh no, who cares about a flaccid penis?
No
my
one.
dick's perfect. You know, my dick.
And if you're
fully
claiming
erect,
that's
Your dick fully
that's when
erect
you
is
know it's
perfect.
5.5 inches.
Okay.
For
right
example,
on the
can I ask
average.
you this, if you don't
Yeah.
mind? In the gay community, is a penis judged on its hard work or its soft work?
Well, there are definitely
Surely hard
gays that like you call them size queens, and their whole thing is like, I'm not going to fuck anyone unless their dick is 8 inches. And
Jeez.
That's
Size
That's
queens.
quite big.
yeah, some
That's
people are,
quite
I just want a
a-
huge cock.
That's
to
quite a big
rail me.
cock, I think.
And to each their own. Good on
Oh,
them.
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
think
but it's
girth
like-
would hurt more taking. If I
Yeah, girth
was
would
gay, I'd
be-
rather
surely.
a pencil dick than
Same. Well, I would rather
the
that.
girth master.
Surely, yeah. The girl will go.
Like for me personally, when I see a big penis, I'm a little bit like,
I'd be taken back a bit.
just because I'm like, I can't deep throat this whole thing, so I'm not going to feel like I'm giving good head, and also like you're not
Deep
fucking me
throat's
with that.
overrated, I reckon.
I
Makes you
agree.
feel
is
better.
that sort of like
Do you feel an
is that
obligation?
yeah? Are you obliged to deep throat?
It's just more like it would be almost like you would feel obliged
there isn't an
to
obligation
fiddle the
to
clit.
deep throat.
No,
in
in the
hetero
straight
world.
community, I'm not. I don't feel like
If you get a deep throater, then it's like, you know, at least in
nice.
my experience, it's not.
Well, it's
that
all we've
common.
got, you know. Like we've
Also,
got
I'm
to go.
not.
maybe you've got a
I've
horse
been with
cock.
very few women. So I've got a
you
small
have-
sample size.
Do you have a horse cock?
No. I've never had.
Do you have a massive penis?
No, absolutely
no, fuck
not.
no. No.
There is no horse. There are no horses on this couch. I can tell you that for free.
No, we'll let Nola over here. Which I'm not mad about.
I don't want a
I
fucking
don't want a horse
cock.
cock.
No, who wants a horse cock
No.
so you can fucking do nothing
Yeah.
with it?
No.
I don't want a dick that someone looks at and goes, fuck.
Exactly. It goes
But
like,
they
oh,
fear.
too much. You don't want it to be so small. They go, well, I can do nothing with this.
Unless your bread and butter's the porn game,
Yeah.
and you're hard to have a
Realness.
huge one.
But
Johnny
that's almost
Sins.
the only way to have bread and butter with a huge floppy donkey dick. is you have to be in porn.
There'd be really hung guys out there that don't do porn and just hurt people.
Devin Booker.
Hurt people.
Devin Booker.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin
Drake.
Booker.
Player. Devin Booker, NBA player. Apparently, like, it's just impossible.
Have you seen Drake's cock?
Yes, I have.
That
Is
was
that big?
Oh, dude.
Drake's dick was
It's
so
a
big, it was like
fucking-
just dangling over.
was like-
Oh, you know when they're so
It's like
big,
a
they're
palm
floppy at
tree
the
that
end?
can't control it.
He was
I've
holding
dealt
it
with
and
one
it
of
went like
those.
that. Like,
I've
you
dealt
know
with one of
those
those. It's
flowers
not
that
good.
flop?
Yeah, what
It
do you
was
do
like that.
there? Yeah, that's a.
Can I tell you something that's underappreciated about giving head, which you guys should all like understand? The bit that's really like, is if you've been cummed in the mouth or like right after a dick's come or whatever, there's like a pulsating that it does that no one's really like understands is quite
your cock
intense to deal
pulsates
with.
3 times.
You need to
when you
know
come,
that it's still
generally.
got a bit to go.
Yeah.
What do you
when it
mean?
goes-
What do
But
you mean?
you know that.
What do you mean it's intense to deal with?
Well, you're like, fuck, like, it's like no one told me about the pulsating part.
Your own
People
dick
told
did
about
it.
the length and this and this. No, but you didn't.
What, does
It's
it
one of those
hurt,
things.
but?
No, it doesn't hurt, but it just feels fucked. It feels like you're eating live worms or some
Oh.
shit. It's like pulsating.
Yes,
like,
yeah. I mean-
Okay, right.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were maybe concerned about.
I think
discharge.
also when you're in the throes, you're not as cognizant as you might be.
Yeah,
If you're on the firing line.
yeah.
But I'm
fair.
aware of the throbs. Like,
Well,
I
you're
know
not
I
sucking
throb.
dick, though.
I throb 3 times.
Oh, you actually know exactly how many you throw.
As in, un, dos, dress, bang, over.
Yeah.
Shut the laptop, shut the tabs, game over.
Yeah.
What was I watching?
Or just shut the imagination off.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Not
more
for
of an
you, though.
imagination guy.
he can't. He can't, and he has to wank before he sleeps.
No, I don't.
Every night.
No, not anymore.
What do you mean, not anymore? That would have changed in the last 2 months if that's the case.
Yeah, I used to wank before night.
Every night.
He couldn't fall asleep.
Oh, I'd
unless
just
he
be like
came.
you taking a melatonin, mate.
I don't
need
even
to
do
judge.
that. I just
What
fucking
you need a
close
script
my
for
eyes.
now.
Just close my eyes.
What a joke.
Melatonin, mate. Fucking good stuff.
Yeah,
You need a script for
it.
melatonin now.
God,
Yeah,
you
I
just
always
haven't
thought you
slept.
did.
Nah. It's only
No, you need
recent.
that heavy duty stuff you can buy in America over the
Wanking's
counter.
free though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It is.
fucking oath it is.
It is.
General knowledge.
Question 1. I was about to say. Question 1.
How many times a week does Pat wank?
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
it
I
used to be 7 at
shudder
least.
to think of that.
Fucked.
All right, question 1. Who is the king of pop?
Pat, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, baby.
I knew it, but he's quick.
Yeah, he's quick. He probably got these questions.
I knew it, but he's
He's
quick.
a fucking
That's a
pedo,
good
but
one.
don't ask a question about him again.
Well,
Well, I would say
artist.
this: one of the first, probably generally accepted pedos for no one to give a fuck.
Probably, yeah.
No one
Probably
cares.
the one
Well,
of
I
the
would
call it a
argue,
pedo,
wasn't
not a
there someone
pedo?
else?
Well, he said pedo.
Who else is there?
Everyone, I reckon, if you ask people in the street, did Michael fuck? Was he inappropriate with children? Most people say, yeah, and
it's
still,
just-
and no one
yeah.
gives a fuck.
That Paul Walker guy that died, you know, the Fast and
Oh, no.
Furious
We
guy?
can't be throwing allegations.
He's
out.
No, there's not allegations. He dated like a 15 or a 16-year-old.
Okay, I'm highly against that, but I don't consider that a pedophile. I find you very weird
Jerry
and a weird
Seinfeld
cunt.
was 30 and he was dating like a 17-year-old.
No, I think she was 16 or
Well, yeah, right. But
Anyway, that's separate to the
different
king of
to
pop
being
with
a
He was
actual
like
kids.
actual kiddies.
Yeah.
They were like
Again,
like
I don't
7
want to
and shit.
sound like I'm justifying any of that, but there's pedophiles,
yes.
there's pedophiles, there's
I think there's
pedophiles.
pedophiles
And it was
and there's
like-
weird cunt. Like 16
All
and
I'm
up is
saying
you're a
is-
weird cunt still.
All I'm saying is, I find it interesting that like being a pedophile typically is like the most revolting thing you can do.
The worst you can do, you're a
right?
scum.
And yet he's still arguably as celebrated as he
Well,
ever
it's
has
the unfortunate reality that he fucking released some serious tracks.
been. People just go, artist, dude. Art artist.
Real.
You know what I mean?
Being gay-
He's so good that no one can even his music is not even being replicated. Really,
No one's ever been able
Yeah, he's
to
pretty
outrun pedophilia with the quality of their work.
Yeah, he's the
except
one.
for Michael.
He's the only
He is
one.
so good.
Yeah,
that like the tag of being a pedo doesn't stick.
No.
Rightly or wrongly, just
Well, it
saying.
actually sticks and no one gives a fuck.
That's also
So it doesn't
hard.
stop.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Well, it does start with people
Yeah,
like
well, that's the problem.
yeah,
That's
dude,
even
but
worse. Like, they've-
he,
oh.
you know, Thriller is fuck. Thriller slaps.
Billie
Listen.
Jean, when you got in the car on GTA, that was the great.
You know, like
Oh yeah,
When you get into GTA Santorino and-
criminal,
oh.
like it's
Yeah.
just. I'm sorry, it's
and
good
we're
music.
not just you wouldn't. At least Tom and Eddy here, we're not advocating for it. Maybe they are, but we're just saying.
I'm not advocating for it.
No.
Fuck, I actually don't like the cunt.
But his
But
music's
his music's great.
Yeah.
You can't,
That's
you
all
can't
art
deny
artists.
that.
Okay, so that's question
You
one.
gotta
He used to
separate-
wank and that he'd like lick their asshole.
Oh, yeah.
No,
no.
That's not what happened.
Is that
That's
a court
chat.
document?
I don't want to
that's
get
a
into
chat.
the
Yeah, we're not
nitty
getting
gritty
into
here.
it.
I don't want to get in the nitty gritty.
We're not getting into it.
Okay,
But
I don't want to get
separate
into
the
it.
human and the
Tom,
art.
Next question.
All right, question
1-0.
2.
How did Michael Jackson say?
Which two countries share the longest international land border?
Pat, China and South Korea.
Are you
Edward. The longest.
Fucking long 2 seconds. Fucking hell.
time's out? Will, I'm gonna go Russia and I'm gonna go
I'm Russian.
China.
No.
Can we come back in?
Say the question.
Yeah, yeah,
again.
you
No,
get
read the
2 goes
question.
each, so you got
Read
one
the
more
question
go.
again.
Which two countries share the longest international land border?
Oh, I
India?
know what it is.
India and Pakistan. Pakistan and China.
No.
Do we get one more go?
Done
You're
2
done.
goes.
They've got one more.
No, they
No,
did 2
they-
goes.
Brazil and Chile.
No.
Can I say what it is, even though this doesn't count? It's America and Canada, isn't it?
Yeah.
bro.
All right, no one gets one. No one
Right,
gets
1-0.
one. And you're not smart for getting it because you didn't get it.
Yeah, and you failed.
Yeah, well, whatever. Okay.
You're not smart for getting it.
Are China and South Korea connected?
Nah, lad.
No, it's China and North Korea.
Real.
Oh, yeah, because they smuggle.
South Korea's at the bottom of the Korean Peninsula. There you go. Blood
South.
There
saying.
you go. But I didn't know China was at the north. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because China could have been under that.
And what else is at the north? Russia
North Pole.
and the North Pole.
Yeah, the North
Anyway.
Pole is that.
That's where those North Koreans send up those cunts living in fucking.
No, it's where
See what I
Santa
mean?
lives,
I
cunt.
just eyeballed you and said North Pole, and you were in stitches, and you just went.
I didn't think it was funny.
Russia
He
too.
doesn't
He
get
doesn't
funny
laugh at
though.
stupidity.
I understand. That's why
Do you know
I
how
found
my
him.
stomach just?
I found him.
You're
My
dude.
right.
stomach just winced where
dude,
you're losing
I
it.
That was
him.
crazy. He doesn't get funny.
I knew he was funny. That's what I was like, dude. You're
I don't get
hilarious.
funny?
I was like, you're funny
At all?
and you were like, dude, no one ever
Then
told me.
well, then if I'm not
No
funny,
one
I'm
ever
going to
told
tune. I'm
me I
going
was
to tune.
funny.
I'm going to tune out of my fucking
No,
the content
you-
meeting.
no, you are
because I'm not
funny.
relevant.
No, you are funny.
Not needed.
No, you are funny. You're intrinsically funny, but you,
You
don't
just said I
identify that was funny.
I didn't think it was funny.
I found you funny. I
didn't-
found
I
him.
didn't.
And I
found him on the
maintained
side
eye
of the
contact,
road.
waiting for a laugh. I
and you didn't
maintained,
get one.
and I
found
looked.
him on the side of the
He
road.
didn't get one. 'Cause it
being
wasn't funny.
and he didn't realise he was funny.
And you said, come join
And I was like,
us.
dude, you're funny as fuck.
Are you Devo by that? You seem rattled by the fact that I didn't know.
Yeah, I've
Don't let him get
maintained
in your
eyes.
head. We have more questions to win.
I have actually had tequila as well. Maybe he wasn't that funny.
No, fuck you.
I'm joking. It was funny. You're a funny guy.
How
Go
many
again.
tequilas does it take?
I've had just over one tequila.
All right,
Next
next
question.
question.
For you to be
Next
funny?
question.
For me to be fair, I don't want to know the answer, actually. I
Actually,
want to
listen,
sleep well
you wouldn't be
tonight.
sitting in that chair if I think you were funny.
Oh, shit. We destroyed that Acast interview, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Can we go for another meeting? Oh, he's getting in.
That's fucked, cause yeah. That's good.
Oh, give me 5 seconds.
That's a slam dunk.
No, dude, that's fucked. You were talking about having scabies and shit. You were funny, buddy. I thought you were.
Thanks.
I didn't.
Yeah, but I know you.
Fuck no, you didn't. You never had tequila in your
No,
hand.
no, he didn't. He didn't.
Glass of water. Go.
All right, next question. What is the top stream song of all time?
Will.
Gangman style.
No, you fucking moron.
Okay, you both. Okay, hold on.
I actually know the answer to this, I think.
Go then.
I think it's Ed Sheeran.
Well, what's the song?
Oh, it is.
Don't know.
It is.
Can you help me?
Hold on. What's it like? Na 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 na.
I will not get
It's not that.
What's the name of of the song?
Is that one?
What's the name of the song?
Baby, just kiss me.
It's not that song.
I reckon that's if you can recreate it. That's good. We were just friends in
That song.
What's the song called?
Dancing in the dark. Dancing in the dark. Dancing in the dark.
No.
It's not it. Can I go?
Between my
So I'm tossing up between two. It's either Shape of You or Passion
Pick
Fruit.
one,
I was
gun.
thinking Shape of You.
I think Shape of You.
Shape
I
of
think
You is
it's
my
Shape
first
of You.
one. So
Sorry.
Shape of You.
No.
And what was the other one you said?
Passion Fruit by Drake.
No
No,
way.
no, no.
No way.
It's.
They can't have the most
Ed
streamed song and the
Sheeran.
biggest
Ed
song.
Maybe it's
Sheeran. Are we right, Ed Sheeran?
Oh no, maybe it's Taylor Swift.
Nah,
Was it
no,
Ed Sheeran?
it's
We're
Passion
also
We're
forgetting
on
about
Shape-
the,
are we on
the
Ed Sheeran?
pedo we just raved on about.
That little fucking.
It's Passion Fruit by Drake.
It's not.
It's not Passion Fruit by Drake.
Passion Fruit by Drake.
Yeah.
What's that? What the fuck?
What's his original song
The A-Team. It's about a prostitute.
I don't know Ed Sheeran.
that like
songs.
blew him up like and he's like fucking guitaring out.
There's got to be a fucking timer now. This is getting crazy.
Can't
What's
Ed
your last
Sheeran's
guess?
main instrument's a
Tom
fucking
gets one
guitar.
more
no, it's
guess.
not Drake.
Huh?
Tom gets one more guess.
Yeah, get one more guess.
It's an Ed Sheeran song.
Yeah, okay.
1000%.
I just don't know a
I
lot of
miss
his
you or
songs.
something.
Switch town and he's
I
just
miss
fucking
you.
said every
Can't.
game.
Can I
no.
look at it? Can I look at the
Can you
names
look
of
it
Ed
up?
Sheeran
Look it up.
songs?
You can't look it up.
No.
I just want to know the names of them. Like to come south of the border with me.
It's not Camila Cabello.
It's like an older one.
Dude.
It's one that he would have like opened with.
Totes, what's some Ed Sheeran songs?
Yeah, it is.
What is it?
It is.
Oh, it's not even Ed Sheeran.
What is it?
Blinding Lights by
Yes,
the
we
Weeknd.
get that. That's us
way.
because he works for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1-1.
1-1.
That's fucking...
We phoned a friend.
We
Blinding
get,
Lights.
we get a phone a
No,
friend.
yeah, you get a phone.
We
friend.
get a phone a
We
friend.
get to work
fuck is
and we
that
get to phone
song?
Kyle.
Yeah.
What's the
It's,
song?
you know, Weekend Light.
I'm blinded by the lights.
Up there with one of the most overrated
Worst
songs of
song
all
ever.
time.
I don't even
No, if I played it, you know.
Oh, ooh, I'm blinded by
So
That's
bad.
the
Yeah.
most streamed song ever?
That generation, dude. It's a mess.
You guys are fucked.
No, I'm not a Weekend guy. I don't stand
Your
for that.
generation's a mess, and
I'm
it's on
Zach
the public
Bryan
record.
through and through.
Don't roll your eyes at me, Will.
No, I'm rolling my eyes at him.
Okay, well,
Alright,
you
next
know
question.
what, dude? If you
Yeah,
were
go.
paid on eye rolls, you'd be a
billionaire.
God, he's not far off, trust me.
Right.
I've seen his brand deals.
Behind LeBron James, who is the all-time top scorer in the NBA?
Pat,
Will
Shaquille
Chamberlain, Tom.
O'Neal.
Tom
No,
Will
no, no.
Chamberlain.
Edward. Kareem.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yes.
2-1.
Right,
Bitches.
2-1.
What's the first
That
of 5?
didn't. Yeah.
Oh, what? Sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, because
we got a few
you
questions?
guessed Wilt Chamberlain.
I didn't
he said
say
wrong,
Tom,
and then you
though.
went
I
in.
No,
didn't
I
say
said
Pat.
Edward.
Pat-
He fucked
Pat
up.
So I didn't
said
buzz in
something.
correctly.
Yeah, I said Shaq.
Yeah, go.
Which is
That
absurd.
is shit.
That is an absurd. He couldn't even shoot a free throw.
Well, I don't watch the shit sports, so I
Right.
wouldn't know.
Worst sport in the
just-
fucking world.
So
Everyone
why'd
plays
you guess
basketball's a
then?
gimp.
Because he's just a big cunt and everyone loves him, so
Yeah,
I thought he's
right.
got to be good for like his
I don't
fame,
like
you know
him.
what I mean?
Can I say I
listen.
don't like him?
Kareem was a
My
big
next
boy
guess
too.
would have been Steph.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Isn't
Hasn't
she a
played long
swimmer?
enough.
Steph Rice.
Steph Rice.
Rice.
Keep going.
A big sports guy.
Right, what is the smallest country by land area?
Got it, Edward. Vatican City.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bang.
Bro, why geography?
There's been 2 geography questions.
Out of 4. That's 50%.
Yeah, lad. Go
Get
again,
better.
bud.
All right, which language has the most words?
Pat, Mandarin.
No.
That was
The
a
most
great
words.
guess.
This is a good question.
Tom, English.
Yeah.
Bang.
That's a cop-out.
Is that it?
answer.
Done.
Nah,
Nah,
4-1.
No, it's first,
First
to
to
5.
five.
Oh, okay.
What is
Well,
it,
they were
4-1?
shitting
No,
all
best
over
of- I was
you.
gonna say,
4-1.
crushing
Your,
that.
your bosses are shitting down your throats.
done,
I thought we were partners.
Well, we are.
Oh, after a few techies, the truth comes
But,
out.
well, no, you call us your bosses.
Wow.
Check the operational agreement, mate. It's pretty clear.
All right, which team in the Premier League
Thank
has
you.
the most wins?
Edward. Manchester United.
Yep.
Bang.
What do you mean the
Five.
no, sorry.
Premier
wait,
League. Premier League. Premier League. Premier League.
You ever
Man
heard of it?
United. Man
You ever
United. Heard of it?
Sports guy? Name every fucking player in every
I
jersey.
can actually do 1-2. Man United, Arsenal. Bang.
No, it'd be
Yeah.
Man City.
Nah, it's not. It's
Man
Arsenal.
City next. They were good for. Haven't they been good for like
It's
3
Arsenal,
years?
mate. Sorry, bro. Premier League coming in
Oh, no,
1991.
God.
Not a
Premier
big
League
soccer
guy doesn't know an
guy.
answer. You guys suck.
Most wins. It's like what's the most?
What would you have
stars?
said?
I would have gone. Which Premier League club has the most wins?
Yeah, what would you have said?
Probably Man United.
Well, there you go. Why aren't you quicker then?
I would have said Man City just because of the last 5 years.
Yeah, because that's
I'm
dumb.
new to the sport.
Yep.
Yeah, Premier League since 91.
So dumb.
We have hotlines now.
All right.
Well, we've got some
yeah,
questions.
I feel
too,
like
believe.
we're not
celebrating
bathing
our win.
in our glory.
Yeah, we say congratulations.
I'm not going to at all.
Can we get a clap?
Not from
Do
me.
we get the fucking
When
the
I get a
golden
fucking laugh,
Rexona?
you get a clap.
Do you know why
mate.
that's
Oh,
there?
I've
Because he
given you
jammed it
laughs
in
and
people.
claps.
Do you know why that's there, Eddie?
Because you,
Me.
him.
I'm not talking about that.
But I'm just saying, we get the golden Rexona then, right? If we win.
Fuck
should-
no, put it back. That's
Well, no, I
ours.
don't want to take it, but I mean, it's sort of like a ceremonial.
I'll give you. Look at this.
That's ours. Well, that's ours. So
What was that for?
we got these during the Olympic streams.
Oh, that's right. Are you upset with me, Pat?
No, not at all.
Seems like you're
Can I
upset.
tell you what we
No,
were going to do
I have
during
an
your
immense
Olympic
amount of
streams,
respect for you.
and we just never did?
I respect you too.
We were going to break into the studio with balaclavas.
Why didn't you?
And do what?
Because I was
Get the
like,
shit
just
kicked out
scare
of
you guys.
while you were streaming.
Why didn't you do it?
You
'Cause
should have
we
done
tried
that.
to- 'cause
But I
Pat
would
was
have. I
scared.
would like if this motherfucker came in claved up, scared.
Scared.
Well, because I was going to, and Pat was always like,
Yeah, I
oh,
would've
You would have came in with those
pants on. Oh, no. Oh, no.
and your little fucking shoes, and I'd have been like, that's Will.
yeah, it is Will, because I've got a distinct style. You know what would have happened if either of you guys broken in? That could have been, any basic generic bloke.
Yeah, well, that.
Moving on. What did you say? You got questions and shit from the fucking punters and fucking
Let's see
dribblers.
how many hotlines we got first. Do we have hotlines?
I don't
What's
think
your
there's much
favourite
crossover.
sport?
And we didn't get any.
Who's got the one headphone up?
That shows that.
Well,
No, we
that's-
fixed it.
That's
Wow.
not surprising at all.
No, but I'm saying that's good because it's showing that we're like branching out.
Yeah, we've got
via
exactly
them.
new audience.
Because it would like if we just got fucking hello
Shitloads
sport
of
questions,
crossover
then you
questions,
start questioning whether
what's
they're
the point
even
of
fucking
what's the
necessary.
point of having them? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you start.
You go, these
What's
guys.
the point of having them?
Yeah. What's the point of even doing it?
Well, you start fucking. You
start
start.
going
You start sitting
like
down.
we're
You do a
dogs.
P&L, and you start
That's it.
fucking
And
cutting
you
ties.
going, oh shit, where do we trim the fat? Like
Yeah.
we need to try to find new
Yeah, like
audience.
kick
here.
a fucking newborn bird out of the nest and go, fly, motherfucker, fly.
Fly.
Who do you bring in once we're done?
Fucking maybe no one. Maybe you just fucking.
Yeah, because we're irreplaceable, cunt.
Maybe you just redivert the
no
money to
one.
fucking to just snacks for the
There'd
fridge.
be like other funny gays out there, I'd say,
No, none.
and their
No.
mates.
No, they're
Yeah.
not.
Nah, that's the line. I'm off you now.
Press play, please, Kyle. You're a legend. You're such.
Hey, Will and Pat. My name is Abby. I just listened to the episode that you guys released on Wednesday, and a chick called up on the
don't
hotline
release episodes
and
on
talked about
Wednesday.
how she had like a list of funeral songs in her notes. I can top that. I grew up in a funeral home. I work for a funeral home. Everything
That's depressing.
revolves around death for me. I have my whole funeral prearranged and paid for. I've got the plot paid for because I know I want to be buried. I've got every single song, speech, everything all organised,
Speech.
ready to go. Not
Wait,
that
you're
like
saying
I'm
you-
planning to go soon, but I've got it all ready to go. So yeah, if you guys ever need any hot tips about funerals, both humans and pets, I work in both industries. I can give you the DL. But love the potty boys.
So this is the audience we're trying to get, is it?
Sounds like.
This is the audience we're opening you up to.
All right.
Wait,
Wait,
firstly,
so she's got her own speech written for her own funeral?
You know what though, dude? The fucking plan you make at 19
I was
for
gonna
your
say,
funeral is not
yeah.
the same for when you're 80.
Yeah.
Come south of the border with me. What the fuck, dude?
imagine that you
must
plan
update
yours
it.
in 2009. Michael Jackson's going to play. You die in 2012.
He's a pedophile.
and he's eating kids out. And you go, fuck, I probably should have thought this one through. Should have thought this through. Fuck.
You're absolutely right.
You are right.
Fuck.
I mean,
No, you are right.
things change. Like I was,
Yeah,
things
that's-
change, bro. So like I was listening to this old person this morning on Kyle and Jackie O. She's 100. And they're like, how old do you want to live for? And she goes, oh, fuck, I'm just a bit yeah. You know what I mean?
The
Like, yeah.
idea
would
of
be.
living so long that you're like, you know what,
I'm
dude? Like,
like-
I'm terrified of death. I don't want to die.
I don't wanna die. I'm
the
so
idea of
scared.
getting so
Now.
hard of going,
Yeah.
you
But
know
when
what,
your mates,
dude?
when all your mates are dead
Yeah.
and your
And you
kids
can't
start
really
dying, you're like,
function, yeah.
fuck this, bro.
Yeah, like, you know what? I've actually got nothing next Thursday. Like, if you want to take me then, like, I'll get
If
my
you could pick
affairs
an
in
age
order.
right now, what age would you pick?
See, the problem is that I don't want to die, so it's hard.
But
Like,
quality of life.
Let's assume
your memories
mental-
are raised.
no, but my
600.
can I move and is my mind
Well,
right?
you don't know.
Yeah.
You just like you have to put in right now
Well,
based
that's
off
like
you.
that's
how,
a that's a
If
pure
I had to put a number in right
84.
now,
90,
90
84?
neat.
Can I say this? If I stop aging now,
Because I've
I'd
always
put in
liked the idea of
5,000.
90. I'm like, that's a gangster
yeah, I don't want to go.
number.
I'd go 95.
I'd do 5,000 years.
right.
I'd
You'd be
hate
the most
that.
So
miserable
you were
cunt.
like, but you're
No,
like
I
a
wouldn't.
vampire.
I'd
You wouldn't
watch it.
know anyone.
Yeah, that would be awful.
I'd meet people I'd learn, and then
You'd be constantly.
You would have been you'd be aged out at 100, and then for 4,900 years you're just this fucking weird.
Well,
old
no,
guy.
because the thing is, if you stop aging, you can just keep living and
What
ripping and
aged out
tearing.
means? What aged out means is like you.
Stop giving a fuck.
People are from a certain era. They're like you are your environment. I
get
just
to
don't think you would.
relearn.
it's
Sure,
easy
but
to
I wonder
adapt.
whether your
hate
environment.
it.
I wonder whether your environment is all like sort of dictates. You know, they go. You know, like our parents might be like, I know I look old, but I don't feel a day over 30. Like you still have a young mentality. If you still feel like, if you still have energy, because the thing is, you lose energy. Like your energy is depleting as you get older. So if you are fucking 4,000 years old years wise, but your energy
But making
is a 30-year-old,
making friends is like, it's not that easy to do.
it's not that hard to do either. But if they're all dying,
If you just had to go into like America today and just start making friends, it's
Cunt-
like an unpleasant thing
dude,
to do.
yeah, it is. But you know what? Listen,
Which is what it would
I
be.
get it.
I didn't even
hate
realise
it.
that.
I hate it. I hate
That's
doing
what it
that
would be.
shit.
It'd be like going in a new country, into a new bar,
Mate,
going, be friends
you'd
with me.
work. You'd have a job. You'd
Why
fucking-
would you work?
Because you'd probably need to afford shit.
I'd be a billionaire.
If you live for
just
5,000
had a-
years and you weren't a
we've all
billionaire,
had a
you're
big
fucked
orgy.
up.
Imagine being 5,000 years and you just never cracked it.
Yeah.
You just
Oh,
never made money.
you'd be
You're
a
still
loser.
fucking shearing sheep. No offense to shearers, but like it's backbreaking
It's
work.
hard, yakka.
It's tough work.
Yeah.
Hit us with another fucking hotline from these beautiful.
Living in a fucking funeral home. She seemed very chipper.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Great. We've got a cranial explosion. Awesome. We'll clean that up.
Yep. Fire poker to the skull.
Awesome.
We'll just try and push
Where'd you
that
get that from?
fracture depression out there and
Where'd
put a
you
bit
get
of
that from?
makeup on it.
Presumed innocent.
Do you like that?
One of the greatest.
Oh my God.
shows ever.
Great show.
Are you a Jake guy? I'm a Jake.
I love Jake.
Oh my gosh.
I love Jake.
Great show.
Are you?
Did you finish the show?
Is
Yeah,
Jake big-
finish the
is
show. Great show.
Jake must be like one of the most like. He's not gay, but he must be revered in the gay community.
That's
for
for
his,
the
for his work.
straights. No.
He's a straight.
He's a straight guy, hot. So
Yeah.
for me,
But he's not revered for his critically acclaimed work.
not really.
Because are you talking about because of Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah.
That's a meme. That movie in the gay community is a meme because
Because
the way
it's
they
two straight people, or because you guys
no,
like, what?
not because it's too straight, but the
But
way
he is an
that
actor,
they
though, so
fuck in that
he's-
movie is so fake. Like they're in a tent, he's eating like baked beans and like stroganoff out of a campfire, and then old mate's just spat on his cock and just jammed it in immediately. It's like there'd be shit everywhere and blood, and it would be
Okay,
a
right.
blood.
But would it have passed through the lower intest?
It would have been like walking into a crime scene.
Oh, gee,
He would
right.
have just gone wham, like it's
What's
just fucked.
What's that movie actually about?
Two
What do you
blokes that
mean?
fall in love.
Have you never seen it?
No, but there's always you just hear Brokeback Mountain. you
You'd
just think
love it.
The gay fuck scene. That's what everyone
No,
talks
dude.
about.
It's a lovely
what's it
film.
actually-
It's about two men that are married,
Straight,
I believe,
yeah.
straight,
And
who
they're
are hiding their love
cowboys.
for each other.
Oh, that's actually.
They go
would
and
love
catch up
this.
in the mountains.
so they have to go up in the
That's
mountains.
pretty sick.
You would actually love it.
Do you like the storyline as a gay man? Like, is it a nice story, but the sex scene's a bit like crass?
It's just it's fine. I just don't like love stories that much.
If they'd eaten
That's
a really
sad.
light meal,
A bit of
Instead of the-
chicken
What's
breast.
What's the best meal to have before you fuck a bum or get your bum
Well,
off?
I think honestly, you just want something fibrous so that you can take a clean shit off like before.
Beforehand?
Yeah.
if they'd had
How
like
far beforehand do you need to eat knowing you might get fucked that night?
I think it's like you want to take a shit like hours before or something. Like not hours before, but you want to like take a shit that day, have it be clean and fibrous, like a clean, nice shit.
Yeah.
Then you do the douche. Then you clean.
But so then you have to prepare. I know this is like we've asked a lot of questions here, but I feel like it's a nice environment to be able to ask honest questions. Do you need to be basically going into an evening? I may get fucked tonight, so I need to prep.
Yes, but that's what like the professional bottoms are like. They're like the ones like I want a bottom, so it's this. But honestly, like it's not crucial as well. Like there have been times where I've been like hooking up with someone and I'll be like, and it's literally, I know this sounds so like fucked up, but it literally can be like, oh, let me just really check real quick if I've got shit in me. And then you like put your finger in yourself and it's like, yeah, no, I'm sweet. You can go.
Right,
for
so
it.
you can have that sort of that very human moment where you're just like, well,
Yeah.
this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
There might be some poo in there.
Yeah.
You are going into a poo zone. So
Yeah,
there may be some
exactly.
poo in
Can I ask a different question? If there was like a cutaway scene of them douching
Mm.
and eating fibrous foods, and then the spit on the cock and then the tent, would you like the movie more?
It's just this. It's just how quickly he rams it in him. Like it's like again, we were talking off mic about wet pussies.
Were we?
Yeah, we were.
No, we weren't. I swear.
And it's like that's an easy landing zone because God created straights to fuck. You know, he didn't create unholy, sin-worthy gay sex.
Great point.
So it's like
you are living in
it's not
sin.
designed.
aren't
I'm
you?
living in sin. So
as
it's
evidenced
hard.
by
How difficult
how
it is
you
to
can't
fuck.
self-lubricate an arsehole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you guys religious?
No.
But I'm way more open to it now, in the sense that when I was in my 20s, I was like, this is the.
I was one of the
dumb-
great atheists all time. I'm now way more open to the fact that no one knows what the fuck's going on.
So it's not like a. For me,
But I don't live my life in any religious
but not like
sense.
not like
But
religious
I
doctrine.
also have respect for religion.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can respect it.
I think it's more like.
Like there's a lot of
Not-
lessons in religion. There's some fucked up ones. But like, for example, there's a lot of like community aspects to religion that I'm like, that's nice.
I think there's that, but I also think it's the cause of every problem in the world.
But yeah, for sure. I think it's more
I
though.
also
Like
think it's a reflection of human.
I think like
condition.
there's some like restrictions around religion that are intense and that are probably again maybe a reflection of humans generally. It's more for me, whereas I'm not like Christian, Muslim, Jewish. I'm just like there's no explanation really at the at the extremes of everything. Even with science, when they go Big Bang, they're asking you to believe something that they can't truly fucking explain. So like. I'm just open to the fact that we don't really know.
But I will also say this. Do I think that Jesus Christ, Christianity, is the correct religion when there's been thousands? No. I don't think that.
Maybe
Hunters
there's a-
and dribblers religion.
Maybe exactly right. Maybe there's
NRL. Daily Cherry Evans.
You know what I mean? Maybe Daily Cherry Evans is the one true God.
Well, he's pretty good at rugby.
League can't. Rugby league. Like you should at least be able to say rugby league.
What do you mean rugby?
No, rugby is
rugby
rugby.
union.
Union's the worst sport on the planet.
Yeah, but
and
like-
if you watch it, you're a fucking loser. Next fucking one.
Yeah, okay, your show.
Fuck.
Your show.
Fuck rugby union.
Where do we get to with Gyllenhaal in the douche scene?
Oh yeah. Okay. So wait. Gyllenhaal and the douche scene. Just a bit slower the sex.
Yeah.
And can I say this as well? If you want to watch Presumed Innocent, I would recommend it
Yeah,
They're great.
great show.
because we're not going to spoil it.
No,
No.
But I mean, I didn't see that.
no, I didn't.
I didn't see that. One of our mates reckons he did.
No, dude. The guy that we train with, his wife, he said it to his wife the first episode.
Apparently.
We had betting odds, and
He's
it
not
was
a liar.
500. It was honestly 500 to
I'm
1.
geeing him up. So basically,
Ned's was paying $500.
Yes.
so
they were.
just to bow this whole thing, if he spits a couple more times and just
Rinses it out.
takes a bit longer to put it in, you're happy with it.
It's just a little bit of like, oh, okay, yep. All right, I'm gonna try. Okay, now
Who's
we're
the
in.
bottom in that? I can't remember.
It's not,
Jake.
It's not just
Jake's
a
the bottom.
slam.
Who's the other actor?
Heath Ledger. May he rest in,
R.I.P.
That's a
in
hot
eternal
scene.
heavenly peace.
Yeah,
That's a hot scene.
It's a hot scene.
I think you should watch the movie.
You should watch the movie.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm playing Cluedo tonight, but maybe another time.
But just to bow this whole thing, I think Jake's fabulous.
I think Jake's amazing.
I just want that out there.
Oh, he's
I
great.
think he's
Moved
fantastic.
into my top 3 lately.
Our friend Ed
He's
kissed him
replaced Mark Wahlberg because
Kissed
apparently
him
he's a racist.
in a movie.
I think he's fantastic.
He's great.
Mark Wahlberg can't act. Sorry.
Mark
he can't.
Wahlberg's
Mark
a dis-
Wahlberg's
Mark
like,
Wahlberg
he jumps off
cannot
like
act.
Ulrich's.
Yeah, he
Like,
sucks.
I
He's
really
not
like him,
dynamic.
but he's a racist, so he's dropped out. Ed, who's graced this studio, has kissed.
Jake in a movie.
Is that the
Played
fucking?
his
Is that
son.
that
In a film.
15-year-old that got a haircut out the front? and fucking
No, that's
blew
Joe.
everywhere?
That was Joe.
Oh, sorry.
Ed?
Joe.
Ed.
Ed, old
Can we
Ed
play this
let's-
song?
Cutie Blue.
Can we
Let's
unpack
unpack that.
Can we
Let's
unpack the
unpack
kid
that.
having the haircut?
Let's unpack the haircut.
Oh yeah.
Don't
let's
tie
unpack-
me into this, please.
No.
You're
I'm
not
unpack
tied.
that.
You're not. You're
I'm
nothing
not
to do with
tied
it.
into this.
Because you found it as weird as we did. I just
I
want to
found it
know.
weird.
Well, I just want to know
You
why.
organised
You asked us if you could have the fucking haircut.
When you said, let me set the scene to the you wouldn'ters. I received a text message in our group chat. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Which,
It is called
which
You
is the
Wouldn't.
4 of us.
There's
Where we
more
just-
of us.
where we
Nah,
discuss-
there
It's the whole studio.
Yeah,
Maybe
basically
it is.
it
But
is.
basically,
Yeah.
we discuss business in there and issues and things around the podcast. I received a message from Will. Do you mind if our little mate comes in and gets his hair cut here tomorrow? I go, not a problem.
Just make sure you clean up after.
I said that.
Yeah.
Assuming,
It was
and I
content.
think fairly, that it was content.
Yes.
So you can imagine my surprise
In fact, I think
when
it
the
may have
podcast
just
is finished recording and old mate's out the front getting one of the
Yeah.
great chops all time. He also had 2 phones, which I found strange.
2 phones.
And he also got cut by the barber.
No, the barber cut
the
himself.
barber cut himself, and there was blood all over the front.
which we were sort of expected to clean up, and there was a lot of hair left.
There was hair, and there was blood, and there was a barber, and there was some dude with who we didn't know getting his hair cut there for no reason other than that I guess he was he trying to he didn't want to go to a barber? Of which there are plenty around here. I'm like, why the fuck does this guy not just go get a haircut like a normal person?
He was with Will, like not with him, but as in like they're together, they're friends.
Yep.
And Will thought it'd be a good idea for him to get his hair cut.
2 birds with one stone.
What do you mean 2 birds, 1 stone?
He was like,
When
I
I
need to get my hair cut, and I was like,
Hairdresser.
why?
He good enough to make it the most, and then they were just going to do it there. And I was like, the whole podcast you're
You were
going to
going to do it in the fucking studio, cunt.
Okay, can I
would've
say this?
killed you.
Why? What?
But you know, the night before, I don't think you even mentioned it was. All you said was, "Can a hairdresser come in tomorrow?"
Which sounds
So
like
I
a
think
content
content.
decision.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I was sitting there going, "What for?" Because the next day we had a mega brand deal with Bad Boys where we were getting our haircuts anyway. So I was like, "What? Why is this? Like, what's happening?"
Was that day?
It
I don't think
within
it was. It was the next week.
within that week.
Well, my thoughts were this. My thoughts were like, all right, this cunt needs to get a haircut for some audition or some shit. Fucking go and get it while I'm doing the podcast.
At a barber.
Yeah, exactly. Go
Well,
and
here's
get
the
it.
problem that you said there's barbers around here. Yeah, there are barbers around here. I'll name them all. Maverick Man, haircut. Yeah, the boys, trim up. And it's the same blokes, these gelled up
There's a
fucking
chick-
blokes
there's
that
a
go,
chick- Hey, you're wrong.
There is
chick
there is
that's
a
like 50
what's the
metres that
name?
way.
What's the name, Tobler? Huh?
Brianna.
No, hang on. Shush. Juliana Marks, one of the greats. She's 50 metres away.
Yeah.
50?
50.
Get a fucking tape measure right now.
I think you take your losses.
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
one.
I'm taking my... How can I can't not take a loss.
Well, it doesn't sound like you.
Okay, here's what I'll do.
But it is a credit. It is a credit to Will's personality that he's a very accommodating person.
I'd say it's a credit
So I
to
see
our
where you're coming
personality
from,
that
but
we
who
allowed her to
accommodated it?
fucking get it. Who really
Yes, who
accommodated
did. But I think it was a major fuck up by Will, but by no miss.
I reckon a major fuck up would be like
The intention was there.
Then the studio burnt down. I'd say major fuck up would be a bit of hair got into an electrical bulb and then the whole fucking studio
Yeah.
caught
No, I
fire.
think it's a minor fuck up that there was blood. Basically, like a murder took place on the front steps. It looked like someone was shaving their pubes and cut himself, and there's just pubes and
I
blood.
tell
everywhere.
you what I didn't need on a Friday, on a beautiful day, is,
A haircut?
is hair
And blood.
hair and blood combined. Like just sitting out the front of the studio.
Can I just say one more thing about cutting hair?
Yeah.
When I shave my balls, every
How
time
regular?
Are you into the skin type guy?
No, I need someone to have body hair like that's been trimmed. If it's bare, I don't like bare hair.
Yeah.
I'm a Phillips 3.
3.
Go to like a size 3.
Can I just show
As in,
you my
like,
pubes?
my hair's a 5.
Yeah, that's
and
what
you'll
I
go
do.
3.
I go a 3. Yeah.
What's wrong
I
with
like
the
a
3?
bit shorter than that.
I go a 0.
That's ginger pubes, carbs match the drapes. I'd say that's a pretty normal. I think that's pretty nice.
I think that's.
But that's
fine.
what I find. That's what I like. If someone has none at all,
Can I
I'm a
see
little
that?
bit like this,
Can I
like
see that,
alien.
please?
Whereas I'm
Bald's too much.
No,
Balls too
no,
much.
0 because you've still
you
got
don't
spikes.
like. Well,
For my, on my, on
Yes,
myself.
I want spikes.
I want spikes. A 0.
whereas I.
Dude, if it's 0, you look like one of those fucking.
No.
that's like
That's like a skin fade.
Well, a zero is
still
a
pricks.
razor.
No,
I don't
0
think
on the
so.
clippers. 0 on the clippers.
Zero on the clippers.
You don't put anything on. It's just a
Oh,
silver.
I'm with you.
My
yeah.
balls,
yeah.
my balls, I need to trim because like they have hair on them,
You look
and I
like
want
a
balls completely clean.
Fu Manchu.
And I always clip my balls, and they bleed.
yeah.
Always. That happens too.
We
till I
need to
started
get your
using fake hair
Manscaped
removal.
sponsorship.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we need to get your Manscaped. My
hair
friend did that, though,
Really?
when we were in high school.
It's
Did it
good.
the other week.
No,
It's
dude,
good.
he got a rash all over his cock and his dick and his balls.
You're not meant to put it on
Who
your
did that?
shaft, you did.
Who did that?
I can't say his name.
Or do I know him?
Yes.
Can I
Same
imagine?
person who offered to kill my cat.
Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Well, I lay in the lounge room of my girlfriend's house like this the other night, and she applied
Not
the feet.
normal for him.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Because of my bum and that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I wanted to see if it would take a little
Your mum and that?
Your
my
mum.
bum.
But why wouldn't you just do it to your own asshole?
Because you can't see. You don't
What
want
do
to
you
go
just
in blind.
swipe it through your asshole?
Pat,
Well, you just swipe it through your bumhole. It's Veet
There's more
Moose.
to
What do
it.
you mean
get
it was
a little thing? And
Really?
it was just like a little, couple's date night.
That's
So that's how
that's an
you
awful
like
day,
to
mate.
role play you've kind of. I feel like you role play as it. You know.
Did
what I
you
mean? do
return
things that you
serve?
feel like you have to.
No,
do.
she's all girls laser. Yeah,
No, it's just.
all girls laser.
most girls.
A lot
get
of girls
laser.
laser.
Some
I
girls
would.
laser.
Well,
I would say
I would say in our
85%.
generation, it would be 90 plus.
I think about this though. I do think about this.
Apparently, it's coming back.
With like,
Is that? Can you confirm
Kyle,
that? Kyle, can you
is
confirm
Bush
that?
coming back?
Is
Can you
Bush
just Google
back?
that?
I heard Bush is back.
But I would say the problem with Laser.
Reply to your fucking boss.
Kyle, is Bush back?
No, from your perspective, Kyle.
From
is
my
Bush.
perspective.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Your mic's not
Your
on.
mic's not on.
I can't hear.
No,
you.
you can't hear it.
Oh, because right. Listen.
So you're saying Bush not back?
No.
Okay. There you go.
Well, so listen, it was a rumor then.
It's a
Let's do
vicious
one
one.
more hotline.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, guys. We keep.
And then
And can we, let's not that it matters now because I've got a lovely girlfriend, but don't bring the bush back.
I don't mind. If it,
bring the Bush back.
Nah,
Listen,
it's like
each
fucking
of their
dental
own.
floss.
It depends where
it's
it is,
horses.
though.
It's horses for courses.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Bush guy. That's just it's how
but
I
I'm
am.
not. But I'm not. Given.
It's not a game over. I'm not seeing you anymore.
No. Well, we're also happily married, so I guess it's not really.
Real.
But it would be a sit down after a while, I think. And
Listen,
it's
if-
like,
Will
can we
you guys ever
negotiate?
get? Are you guys
if I was
marriage
asked my
guys? You
opinion-
guys marriage guys?
Huge. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will.
Can't wait to be married and have a family.
Like
I
are
really
you? I know. Like the. I mean, I don't know. Fucking.
I don't want to be tied down to anyone.
Will wants to be
Ever.
50-year-old and fuck 19-year-olds.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do.
I just
As long
don't.
as they're legal.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
just-
play on.
Yeah.
I just don't want to. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be tied down. We're on this earth for so little. Like I don't want to be like I want to go do this. Oh, but my fucking husband.
Yeah, but that's not what it would be like.
Maybe you and your husband go and do shit together.
Yeah, sure, but
and
like
love each other.
And they're also not. I don't think you wouldn't want to be with someone who's going to stop you from doing things. You know.
maybe I'm sure I'll have a long-term relationship at some point, but I don't see myself.
But you've had a
I
short
want
term.
you to open your heart to love.
Yeah, Sam. I want you to open up.
That's what I want.
Oh, no, it's definitely open to it, but I just don't think like at this stage of my life right now, like
no, not right now.
Too busy.
Yeah, no.
Well, too busy just
all I'm
wasting money
saying
on
is,
shit, right?
Too busy.
yeah,
Blowing cash.
yeah, it's fun.
all I'm
It is
saying
fun.
is, I'd really like to find myself at your wedding in the future.
Yeah.
That's
Bold.
really
Is that
Maybe
just that's
beautiful.
That's an invite. Will
Well,
we be at the
yeah.
baby shower?
Well, we'd be emceeing or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
So you've got another kid coming.
I
Tom.
do. I got a
Would
daughter
we-
in January.
Would we be at the baby shower?
Well, I didn't
the
know if we were
fuck is a
having
baby
one.
shower?
You know what a baby shower is?
No, I do, but like blokes don't have babies.
No, look, it's more for the women, but it's usually more for the first time you have a baby that it's like. I
All
don't
right, what
even-
about if you were
I don't
getting
know if we even
married?
had one for
if
another-
you guys were getting married in 4 months, would we be invited?
Yeah.
I don't think so, and that's fine.
Depends
No,
on the size of the wedding. If I was having a big wedding, yes.
Would you be posting in the Punters and Dribblers page limited tickets? Will sell out tonight. Come to my wedding.
At
Listen.
Shorty's.
Yeah.
Mate,
Wear your brown
if
tracksuits.
times were tough,
Yeah, if times are tough.
people
Which
wanted
they're not.
people.
Which they aren't.
When I got married, people wanted there to be a dribbler table. They're like, there should be a fucking dribbler table.
Oh, that's
dude. There should be a dribbler.
ridiculous.
I'm like,
I got married during
I don't
COVID,
think
so I
is
managed to.
fucking
I didn't even go to his
Yeah.
wedding. I didn't even go to his wedding.
Oh,
Wasn't invited.
The dribbler
You weren't
table.
not invited, cunt. It was COVID. No
Was
one can-
I invited?
What? So
Yes, you were.
Would you have a race? Would you have a bigger one?
That's fucked.
Not now.
Now you
I
cash
don't
to
give
the
a
gills?
fuck. No, I don't
No?
care. I'd have a party. That's what we'll do. You can come to my wedding party.
That'd be pretty
in
cool.
I'd do that. I just
Well, that's
don't-
what weddings
in
are.
Europe-
Oh, wait, you're not married.
In
No, we
Europe.
are married. We are.
Oh.
Weddings are a party.
No, but what I mean is, rather than us having a wedding after we've had a wedding,
Well, you're already
all
married.
we do is just have a party. Which
You're already married.
if it's in Australia, then yeah.
I'm not coming to Europe. I'm not flying to Europe until
I said if
can
it's in
fly
Australia,
business.
cunt.
So you can fly business. Well, you had a good month.
You're never
Yeah,
going
I
to
You got a
Spend
new
on
watch? You can do
spend
it.
it on a Tommy Hilfiger
I'm never flying
watch.
to Perth until I can fly
Like,
business.
seriously.
And I'm never flying to anywhere else.
Did you hear us talking about Justin Harrison the other day?
Who the fuck's that?
Okay. Well, it was just the timing of it.
It's the age gap. Like he wouldn't have seen Justin Harrison play rugby union at any point.
It was just what
He would've
threw
been
me.
6.
What threw me was I'm not flying to Perth, and then because we'd spent 5
Why?
hours on it yesterday.
Because when we flew to Perth for the UFC, Justin Harrison, a former Wallaby, he's like 6'7". He
Probably
worked for
taller.
Channel 9 or Stan to commentate. There was
Not in
Wallabies
economy, was he?
in economy cunt next to me, like as in, he was across the aisle from me, and his knees were up in his ears. We were like,
No extra leg
we
room.
were like, how the fuck, if you are working for a broadcaster, are you not like, in my contract, if I fly
Yeah.
anywhere more than an hour, you put me in fucking business.
Or at least extra leg
Put
room.
me in business no matter what. I'm huge.
Yeah.
Like, I'm huge. And he couldn't even, so like the screens in front, thank God on this flight, they were iPads, so you could actually take them
Love
down.
the iPads.
But like some guy was in
Couldn't
front of
even
him
see.
leaning back, so the only way he could watch was taking it out and like putting it down here. He's huge.
Yeah, and I feel guilty the person next to me. You
Mate,
know,
it
'cause
was so fucked up.
Yeah.
I know
Like he was-
I
you
know
know,
that
like-
sounds like I'm overselling it.
No,
Like,
no,
you
no,
can
it would be
stretch your
fun.
legs under a
this guy's
chair.
what
He
is
couldn't
that?
do
Is
shit.
this guy what 50 something?
He's in his 50s for sure.
And his
It would
fucking
age
whole
him.
body is in the aisle.
They
right?
couldn't get the truck
And they couldn't
past.
get the trolley past him. Like, sorry,
he
sir,
was
sorry,
having
sir.
to like drag his leg up.
Ridiculous.
I'm like, this guy's going to work for a very
but it's
one of the
rugby
biggest
union
but it's Channel 9.
Yeah, but
rugby
what would
union has
Channel
nothing.
9's budget
Mate,
be?
they,
but
sent,
they
they sent 700 people to Paris to go,
Yeah,
oh,
'cause
I'm at
it's
the
the
Olympics.
Olympics.
So what?
Rugby union's a dead dog shit
Yeah, but
sport.
this guy's 7.
Well, then
6'7".
don't send him. Put him in the fucking studio.
Put him in the bunker.
Put him on the Garn, that train.
If
Send him
you're
across by a train.
gonna put him on the plane, at least like
I agree.
put it above like what's minimally
You should
required.
prioritize like human rights. And
Or
if you're
just put the
6'7",
freak in the fucking cargo bay.
you know what I mean?
He would have
Yeah,
been more
check him in.
comfortable.
Yeah.
he
Check
would have
him
said
in.
yes to
Put
that.
him in a cricket
you can,
bag.
like, yeah,
and
you
just let
can,
him lay down there.
They're comfy, them
Oh,
things.
I just want to say one thing. Cricketers are so boring. Cricketers are
Now.
so boring.
Now,
One time, Mitchell
may you
Stark.
rest in peace, the great Shane Keith Warren.
Oh, of course. Mitchell Stark was asked to be a guest speaker at this like charity event that my dad hosted.
Your
and
dad
him,
hosted it. That
well,
would've
like
been
like dad
hilarious.
like organized him, and he has a girlfriend or
Yeah,
a wife.
He's
Wife,
also,
Alyssa Healy, also a cricketer.
Yeah.
Also,
I was thinking, I was like, are we talking about
Also-
your dad?
no.
What the fuck?
what's her name? Alyssa Healy.
Yep.
They're perfect for each other. She was also one of the most boring people I've ever met. And the two of them talking on stage in front of 200 people, I was like, I reckon you two, I can't imagine you fucking. I can't imagine
I just
anything in
need
that
to
house.
know. I need to be there to believe some of the shit you say because
Listen.
you're right. Like it could be a charity.
Are
It's
they
a
the
charity
most-
event for what?
No, but listen,
cancer
are
and
they
they're
the
not
most
making jokes.
charismatic people? No, they aren't. Like if you
But
were going,
are you
if you were going, you've got a post career in media. No, I wouldn't necessarily. Alyssa Healy, maybe, but
And
I
you
get
know
it.
what happened at
But
that?
you can't be anti people just because they've got no charisma.
Yeah, sorry, they're not all
I am.
fucking
100%.
TikTokers.
So
you know
if
what I
people,
mean?
so basically, if people haven't got 1.6.
Yeah,
No,
bit
not
arrogant,
1.6.
bit
You can
arrogant.
have fucking
I
7
get
million.
the ego comment now.
Yeah, it's starting to make
You
sense.
can
No,
have 7
I just-
million. You just can't have less.
No, you can have 7 million and be boring. I'm not saying followers doesn't equal interest.
No, but that's
But does it to
unless you're
you?
interested.
No, not to me.
Seems like it does.
People need to be interesting. They need to have a bit of flair.
But there's a lot of people out there that are fucking that aren't, and that's why you have a job because people like what you do because they don't think like you.
You're
and
out
they
of a
don't-
job.
You're like so
You're
you can't.
jobless.
Not everyone's going to be.
How many
you.
views do you reckon my TikTok has that I posted?
12K.
I don't know because
This
I don't
feels like
really.
a
I don't
flex.
follow you,
This
so I
does
don't.
feel like a flex, but
This
I'm going
feels
to buy
like-
into
this
it.
feels like
Well,
a
you
flex.
know
not
what? You know what,
10,000, I'm
dude?
fucked.
Let's fucking make
This
sure
feels
that
like a
are you putting up
flex.
clips of the podcast on there, you cunt?
11.2 thousand.
No.
Do you put clips of the podcast up there, cunt?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
Yeah, I do.
No,
Yeah, I
you
do.
don't.
Put one on
No,
there.
you
I've
don't.
never
No, you
posted
don't.
one on
No, you don't.
TikTok.
Have you put one on
Never
there?
posted one on
Why
TikTok.
Why are you start
he's
trying to
a-
build up your
never,
podcast? You
ever,
fucking
ever.
Oi,
cunt.
here's a
Posted one on your own TikTok.
here's a fucking crazy idea.
Here, let's hear it.
This is the craziest
I'm pumped
idea
for
I've
it. What is
ever
it?
heard of.
What is it?
Imagine, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine a world where this guy, super talented, super perceptive, like
Yeah.
really, really good at what he does.
Redhead.
With no soul and gay. Not important. Not important. Has an audience of 1.6 million. Imagine if he leveraged that audience
Yeah.
for the good of the other 3 people in this room.
Wow, dude. For the good of his
Oh,
other
just
business.
the other 3 people.
For the good of his other business.
And himself.
And himself. For the
I've
good of his
posted
podcast.
clips before.
Have ya? Have
No,
ya?
you haven't. Not on your TikTok.
You
Oh, I
post
haven't,
every...
You've,
Wrecked.
you've collabed a
Wrecked.
couple on
Wrecked.
stuff.
So what is it? You're not proud of your show? Is that what it is?
No, I am. I've just never.
You're
thought
not
of
proud
that.
of the. You never thought to promote.
And I've never had a clip that I think would be funny enough.
So right. So there you go. Not proud of the show.
Another hotline.
My life depends on this shit.
Last hotline, and then I'm fucking going
Yeah,
home.
look at this dude. He's
There's
out
just not
now.
a world where I
No.
return to normal.
Dude, but
world.
listen, he's fucking. He doesn't like getting put on the back foot.
Thanks for listening. Fuck all of you.
Oh, no, he's can't, dude. Look at him. He's can't.
Well, that's fucking pathetic.
You can't,
To the fucking
dude.
you wouldn't-ers.
What?
You're
That-
pathetic.
that you
Why?
wouldn't- They wouldn't...
That
you
they
won't
don't
share
call
any
up.
You won't
clips.
share a TikTok.
Yeah.
That's
No,
not their
fuck
fault. That's why you've got
Why?
cut,
Because we
dude.
didn't get more hotlines. Let's give a theme. Let's
We
give
have to
a
go to
hotline
the bean
theme.
spillers I forgot about as well.
Yeah, we still got the beans. Are you guys going to cut or are you going to be a part of our elusive?
I'll be a part of it. I got to piss. What's the time?
I've also got a piss.
All right, we're ending the
Let me
pod.
check
Thanks
my
for
watch.
coming on.
It's,
That's the end of the
10 to
podcast.
6.
Hey, thanks,
Come to the
everyone.
bean spillers after. They're going to piss.
Oh,
then we're
just
gonna
keep an
bean
idea.
spill.
Just keep an eye on Will's TikTok because he will start sharing clips.